inquiry.
Arnold, I would like
They
to.
be in the chat like this. No, no, no. Ray, baby mama did not do that. No, no, huh?
Ar-
Oh
Arnold,
no, she went
Hold
to
on.
college. She had her beautician license. Huh? No,
What
that
you
is
been
Ray.
hiding
That car's in Ray name. Like it'll be like for an hour.
Where
Arnold,
you been
Arnold.
hiding Bandit at? Bandit got a point.
That's my part.
But wait. Before the news, this was me and Brian's era. Before the internet, Brian, didn't the news always somehow find the stupidest motherfucker
The
to
worst
ask?
motherfucker to ask. Absolutely.
I would like to inform Arnold that Melanin, I think, is from LA, and Arnold is from Compton,
She's
California.
from the Bay. I thought she's from the Bay.
I think you're from the Bay or LA.
I do not be putting my direct location out there.
Oh, excuse me, bro. The Bay is a big area. It's like 10 cities.
You on 5th Street or 9th? You right by it. You right over there by the Quick Trip.
Ain't no quick trip.
They say you know it, motherfuckers at your door. How you doing?
Right. I'm in that subdivision right by the Kroger's.
But what were you gonna say?
He trying to say you ain't middle class.
Oh shit!
That's what he trying to say. Y'all hood.
That's what he said.
That's what I was saying. She's from the hood.
That's what he was trying to say. He trying to say they hood.
Oh wow, I grew up. I couldn't leave out of my yard. Like I grew up. My
I would say
daddy
where
was
you
a
was
crib.
from, not your location. I said where you was from. Are you from LA or the
Oh
Bay?
no, I'm not giving up my direct location, but
Man,
I
give it out
grew
nothing.
up in a house. I grew up in a great neighborhood.
As you
I had
should.
neighbors that would tell if you went outside the yard, like tell your daddy when you got home, like
That's why I'm here, Tommy. That's why I'm here to translate this shit.
Well, hold on now. So,
I know you're not the only one from the
you're
hood.
the only one
where
from
you
the
at.
hood, bro. I'm from
No, y'all, we gotta decode all of this stuff,
I'm
bro.
from the south side of Chicago, bro. 12 dudes, slow down.
Oh, see,
I got
we
my-
gang
I got my-
okay,
I got my
okay.
PhD in fucking in nigga, so well accomplished.
So he got his bona fides, but I do want to say, like, he kind of got a point, like, but here's my problem with it, Bandit, that the person used to be this person that wasn't related. When I was coming up and they put the camera in front of this person, it was always some nigga that lived in the neighborhood, the drug user or something like that. Now they're with the advent of TikTok and getting followers and notoriety, it's people involved in it, and it's these mothers 9 times out of 8 who are online arguing with motherfuckers about what they said about their daughter. There's been so many women came at me because of a video I made talking about that was my child that died. Why you say that? I'm gonna fuck you up. And I'm thinking, I don't know why
nigga need to die.
Right, FBG Duck Mama did that. The comedian lady told me that fuck nigga need to die. I was wow. Like these people. So but have you noticed it's not been one father in here on that video? There was not one father. So Aaliyah, do you understand why I then would blame the black mothers for the violence in the community when all I see is every time you watch a yacht party or them at the swim party or at the dock or wherever it is, it's a bunch of women fight. Popeyes, bunch of women fight. It's always women doing a whole bunch of fighting. And their children, they will put them down to fight. Would it be too much of a stretch then for me to say most of the violence that you see comes from black mothers because most of them are single mothers and there's no father there?
No, I don't think it's an issue with saying that. I don't think it's a stretch at all. I think it's just pattern recognition. Like you're just seeing what's going on and making an observation and connecting the dots. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with calling a spade a spade. And I think that's exactly what we need in this day and era, just being real. Just calling it for what it is, calling balls and strikes. We don't got time to sugarcoat it anymore because it's getting real dire. It's getting real spooky.
We got a couple of other people in here. Jason and August, you guys want to say something about what I just showed you guys, which is this mother who is on the internet currently as we are on the internet, cussing people out about her dead daughter and her dead nephew, basically blaming the death of her daughter on her nephew.
This August bag. This August bag too, bro.
Y'all there, Jason?
This August bag, bro. Hey.
Yeah, well, just for the sake of dead air.
Oh, he just yeah. Go ahead.
You on mute, August.
Jason, are you?
A little busy.
Are you there, Jason?
I think the thing that I don't think she's really blaming it on him.
Oh yeah.
I think she's just stating the fact of what it was. I don't think that she's like, this is your fault that she got her killed.
She's blaming him.
I think she's just putting it out there, telling the story. I think they get more caught up in just saying, I'm gonna tell what happened, as opposed to
she's fully blaming him
to say like, hey,
guy.
No,
yeah,
but
Brian, can two be true at the same time? Because I feel where you're going. That it may be like it's just a matter of fact statement, and we're reading it as she's blaming them, but they're saying no, that's blame. And in a way, let me tell you why I would believe she's blaming, because she blames the mother for not saying that and for intimating something else. So she came out because she even said on one of her videos, I could have been done blew up the spot, but I didn't want to do that. The family. So again, do you look at it as she's just saying, I'm clearing the air?
I think
or is there some animus because she's talking shit about the mom too?
I think that she's clearing that, because here's the thing. If I was blaming this person as being responsible, that means I'm holding this person responsible for the reason why my daughter is dead. This ain't just some nigga across the street. This is my daughter. Then I'm gonna want some type of justice, street justice, revenge.
But you remember he dead.
Maybe I'm just saying I'm gonna be angry at this person because you're the reason why she's gone, and I hate you for it. This is why I can't stand it. I didn't see any of that. And for her to be as nonchalant and emotionless as she was about it, the person who was responsible for my death, I ain't gonna even want to talk about that motherfucker. But if I could just mention it the way that she was mentioning it, I don't think that she may say this is why he's dead, but I don't think she like mad at this motherfucker. I don't think she's mad at the family. I think
it was more about views
of what it is. Yes. I think she's just telling the story. It's just like
it didn't sound like a mother, like
the freezer chick, just like with Kanika Jenkins. Kanika Jenkins' mama knew that them gangbangers and shit was around and didn't say shit about none of them. And they knew that she had wandered the fuck off. They knew that her ass was gone somewhere and didn't give zero fucks about it. She wasn't blaming them. She talking about the hotel is the fault. They at fault. They was the reason why. Banging pots and shit outside the front of the hotel for 2 months. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that she's like she that as far as the blame of her not wanting to admit why or who played the part in the shit happening, but I don't think she's mad to the point to where she's like, yeah, this is the reason why my daughter did, because of this bitch ass nigga. I hate these motherfuckers.
No,
I'm gotta call out the colors. Shouts out to Sassy Girl for putting $20 in the chat. And she said, put some color in the chat. Support the panel. Thank you, dear. Go ahead.
If I'm setting the record straight and I'm placing blame where it's supposed to be blamed, where it's supposed to be placed, that's me putting blame where it's at. Like, she wasn't just saying, oh, this is what happened, guys, and this is how it happened. No, she was upset with the boy. She said it's his fault. This was his shit, and my daughter was just a collateral damage. That's what she was doing. She wasn't just telling the story. That's irrelevant for you to tell the story. If you're not trying to place blame, it's irrelevant. All the other stuff is irrelevant.
I think this is a case where two things can be true at once, right? So she could be doing it for the clout and also placing the blame where she believes it's rightfully supposed to be at. I think it could be. I think it's both. I think she definitely was blaming him, placing the blame, trying to clear her daughter's name. Don't want all the rumors and everything like that on her daughter. She don't want that on her daughter's name. So she's clearing her daughter's name, placing the blame where it's supposed to be placed, and trying to get clout at the same time.
I can agree with that.
I have to beg y'all pardon. I'm a little out of context. If somebody could break down to me, or maybe if we could watch it again, if it's not too long.
Yeah, I don't mind playing it again, because I know right now we're having an argument over how she was presenting it. But I was asking the question too of, would it be right if a person like me were to blame Black women for the violence in Black communities? And the reason I said this is because I don't know, August, if you were familiar. I think you might have been on the show where we talked about Bree Johnson, the TikToker who was shot on the drive-by. But her mother has been going on a spree discussing what happened to her baby. And this was one of the videos that really kind of threw me off. So I'm going to let you watch it.
AJ had some shit going on prior to that. They pulled up on AJ, and the only reason why they didn't smoke him, because they said he had a hoe in the car. So bitch, that wasn't for my motherfucking baby.
So Bree just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. There y'all go. What y'all thought my sister wasn't gonna clear the set by her sister? Child. That ain't pretty.
So the beef is with the sister.
Wait, I was about to say, so it's not a daughter.
Must be a third sister, bro. I feel like it's a third sister.
Yes, I think those two are sisters, and it's a third sister.
Third sister, bro.
Yeah, those two are sisters, but the third sister is the sister of the mother of the boy that was murdered. So the boy was murdered, her daughter was murdered, but it seemed like the sister has been online saying things about what happened, and now the mother of the girl says, I need to clear this up, even if I have to go at my sister. So they're in the outs. But as she tells stories later, apparently Bree was in the outs with other family members, including that woman. So it's weird that they want to take this to the internet, but it's all women, August. It's all women. There's not a nigga around. There's not, her father didn't come out, the brother didn't come out. None of them came out and said, fuck that shit. This is such and such. It's all women. And they're not calming the beef down. They're egging it on.
I think that when you're so used to operating in dysfunction like this, like constantly, this is not nothing that's new to the community. So we don't have an opportunity to zoom out and say that all of what's happening right now is completely dysfunctional. Even how you're responding to how this happened, saying, you know, that wasn't for him. Oh, that wasn't for her. That was for him. What do you mean? You know what I mean? Like the community, we should not be doing that shit at all. So like the reaction to it spells the difference of where the perception is for the black community, especially black women. So it's all dysfunction. We're not about to sit here and pretend and act like it's not.
He got a point. Like the whole response is off when she's so comfortable saying, if my daughter hadn't been in the car, you know, they would have got who they were supposed to get. It would have went through clean, smooth. If it, you know, if it wasn't for my daughter.
Why isn't the consequence? Why isn't the conversation? Your daughter should not be with that type of or in that type of environment. You know, she should be.
Neither
with
one of them really.
Honestly,
neither one of them.
Because that's the life she leads. So of course,
did
that's
she
the life
hire
her daughter
somebody
gonna be a
to
part of
get?
too.
So did she hire someone to get someone, but her daughter was in the car?
No. She's saying the people who killed them told her they didn't mean to kill her daughter. They were just coming to kill him. As a matter of fact, the first time they tried to kill him, the only reason they didn't, because it was a hole in the car.
Yes. Okay. Basically, this is the hood getting the information back to her.
So
and letting her know it wasn't about
now I
her.
understand. So she's not even mad at who did it.
She mad at the nephew.
Yes. Like that type.
They had already let the nigga slide once because he had a hole in the car.
Not the killer.
They weren't about to let this nigga slide again.
And that's her nephew. And that's her nephew.
You only get one pass. Yeah, you only get one pass.
The guy getting killed.
But
that's her nephew. Yeah, that's her nephew.
It's her nephew. That's what makes. But Melanin, that's what makes it all crazy. Yeah. Is her nephew's dead too? What she's saying is, my nephew was in the life. They were gonna get him, and I was cool with that.
Yeah,
I didn't ask. I didn't ask. That's what she said. She wasn't gonna ask who killed Mo, who shot Mo Green.
Business,
yes. So, but she's now trying to clear it up, saying, but part of the business wasn't my daughter. And a lot of people are out here saying my daughter was part of the business. And like Aaliyah said, yeah, but your daughter wasn't an innocent
bystander. She wasn't just, oh, I'm with my cousin.
Exactly.
Get,
we going to get
exactly
froyo.
Yo, yeah. Hey, look, the funny part, bro. All it take is one. Hey, them you bitch ass nigga out the window, and you're not innocent no more.
Exactly.
She had gotten into a fight before the shooting.
The daughter?
I showed the video. She got in a fight before the shooting.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they all like that.
But they not because they not talking about her like she a Girl Scout, bro. And to me, where I'm from, that go a long way. If your mama know better than to call you a Girl Scout on the internet, then you know what it is. Because anybody else that had an innocent daughter, she was about to go to nursing school, and she had 2 kids, right? They'd be broke up about it.
Well, they have said she was about to go to some school, and they have done all that. They did that when they was asking for the money for GoFundMe. Now they done got the GoFundMe money, and that was another thing she talked about. Now that she done got all the GoFundMe money because they kept pushing it up as they kept beating the amount. Now she done came out and made a video and said, I didn't even want that motherfucking money. The fans told me to put it up. That's the only reason why I put it up.
The fans?
The fans.
That's nasty.
Yeah, all right. She on her way to spend. She was on her way to spend that money right then and there.
She said the fans though.
The fans?
She said the fans.
Yeah, that right there makes a difference right there.
Oh, because remember her daughter went viral for some shake the pussy video, and she was supposed to be a rapper.
Okay.
She went viral since she was 14, and she put out that video with her sister who was in the 8th grade. Talk about, look how fine my motherfucking sister is. You a bad bitch. Don't let nobody tell you ain't bad bitch, and don't let no nigga try to say you.
Right? The one.
Yes, that girl. That was that. Yes.
Oh, that's who's dead. Oh wow.
So we know she been like that. You see, they been like this.
Or the family's like the family just like that. Like that's just how the family is.
But. Don't you laugh at me, Ali. I'm just asking though. Isn't there a high number of black women who are like this though? Go to most black women when they talking on these podcasts. Bitch, motherfucker, bitch. They end sentences with the word bitch. They get up on my face, bitch. You know, they up to bitch. And sound like Cartman and shit on South Park.
That was my point about the young women with the kids. That's how they talk around their daughters. Like they don't care. It's crazy. It's like the 30-year-old women act like 18, 19-year-old. They still want to be outside no matter how many kids they got. I want to be outside. Let's go outside. I'm like, getting old. Like this ain't y'all not young spring chickens anymore. Like this is like, what are we doing? Y'all got kids. Like, is it ever time to sit down and raise your kids and say, you know what? Let me put my kids first.
That's abuse.
That's
abuse. You know that's abuse.
They don't do it.
That's what they're gonna say.
Why is it not called abuse that what these mothers are putting these kids through? I want any one of y'all can jump in. Why is it not abuse when the mother is having multiple kids and she lives in the projects? Why is it not abuse if a woman's having multiple kids and she's on welfare? Why is it not abuse if you've already had a child taken from you and you are pregnant with another child? Why is it that the government has not stepped in to stop any of this shit that almost every black person knows goes on?
No, I'm saying that last one, when they take your kid, they take all subsequent children as well.
No. I've done several. Listen, I've done several videos here where the woman had her kids taken. She went and had another one. That's a fresh kid. That one ain't
that's not.
They didn't take them.
You gotta change states. You're gonna have to get away. You're gonna have to change your name. If Shalonda Brown is in the hospital delivering a baby, there will be a social services employee there to confiscate the baby.
I'll ask the comment section. Almost
they don't just give you like you have a new kid.
I'm telling you, almost every one of us know a chick who has lost a kid and had another one and got custody of that kid.
But you got to get the first one back first. No,
they still don't have the first one. They be arguing, talking about, I'm trying to get my other kid back.
Yep. You ain't got to get that first one back.
They off the grid, bro.
The comment section.
The system is trying to give them back to you anyway, but you got to jump through some hoops to get it. But you ain't got to. They don't take that next one. You can have it.
Yeah, Kid Thriller said that's not true.
But
it probably depends on the state.
But they don't call it abuse because they want it to happen. they want the women to be able to keep continuing to feed into the system with these kind of children and this kind of behavior.
I don't think we call it abuse. You understand what I'm saying? Because I think it's a twofold problem because
that ain't true.
I think it's a twofold problem because our mothers are creating a culture for us. So they're giving us our first perspective and way of life of how do we look at the world. And so a lot of that shit to us is normal. And so there's not really a rallying cry behind it to say, hey, we got to change some shit. Now you got men that are starting to step up and speak on it outlandishly saying, hey, that's fucking abuse. What you went through ain't fucking right. Y'all in poverty. You shouldn't be doing this shit. Everything y'all doing is all wrong. And so it's time to wake up from outside of the delusion because we have, you know, we so used to it. Some of the men, they defend it, you know, not in the sense of, you know, meaning to, but that's all they fucking know. So they defend this shit. Yeah, but you know, they don't know no better. A lot of them, because they, you know, a lot of us is brought up in that shit.
They mean that shit.
Shout out to everybody listening over there on Rumble. Thank you, Gemini, for your $10 Rumble rant. She says, doing my part for tonight. We appreciate you. Make sure to put some color in the chat and to hit the Cash App.
We have to, this is one of the questions I always wonder. Are we giving them a break when we say they don't know any better?
Yes.
That's just excuses.
Yep.
That's just excusing poor behavior. That's just another reason for them to be like, you know, I didn't mean to. I didn't know no better. Always infantilizing. We don't got time for that no more. We don't have time for it anymore, to be honest. We really don't. Like, we don't
think
got
about
time
it. We
for the
never give a man,
excuses.
Aaliyah, do we ever give a man who beat his kids, molest his kids, or don't pay for his kids the excuse of he know no better?
No. And
A nigga that don't even know how to pay bills in a house with a woman, we don't give him the excuse that his daddy didn't pay no bills, so he don't know no better.
Even if we do, right? Say we do the mental work and go to they childhood and everything like that, motherfuckers would still be like, fuck that. Yep. Just because you were touched on don't mean you get to touch on nobody else.
Thank you.
Like, come on.
They didn't give R. Kelly no grace.
To the tippity top. But when it comes to women, it's like, it's nothing.
Free R. Kelly.
The reason
Free R. Kelly is crazy.
I don't know if R. Kelly needs to be free, my brother. I don't know if R. Kelly needs to be free, my brother.
Nah,
free R.
lock
Kelly.
the parents up.
Oh, it's definitely free R. Kelly.
Wait. Hold on. Say what you said again, Aaliyah. Who need to be locked up?
Lock the parents up too. He needs to be in jail.
Y'all see that, Leah? Did you see with that David guy who killed the allegedly?
Yes, the Celeste girl.
Do you see that the parents okayed them being together?
Yes.
Shit is sick.
Yeah, she was gone for 10 days. Like, what you talking about? The parents have to know.
Her way.
Parents serve their kids up all the time. They never lock them up, bro.
Tommy, I was in your comment section yesterday telling you about the girl, the 13-year-old girl that had the 20-year-old boy hiding under the bed, and I sent you the video. Everybody said the best friend was lying because she said, no, the mother knew that boy. She was okay with him as long as she was giving him money and stuff. She told him if he ain't got her light bill money, he better not come over here or she gonna kill him if she find him in here and stuff. And everybody said the best friend was lying. But I said,
well, did they find out that was true?
Huh?
Did they find out that was true?
I'm not saying if they found out, but I think the best friend, if you listen to the sister that tried to debunk the best friend, she was stuttering the whole goddamn Twitter feed. She was stuttering.
Well, all I gotta do, it's hard for me to say what it is because I don't think she would have been like, "Oh, you don't have no light bill money today. I'm shoot you in the head." I'm not trying to say it wouldn't happen, but that is.
Can I say something, Tommy? I was a kid. I don't
believe it. You wasn't never a kid. You was always 37.
No, listen. Can I say something? Can I tell you a story? I was a kid once. I was dating a teenage girl, right? And me and the teenage girl, we was breaking up every now and then.
How old were you, sir?
Me, I was like 16. So
Okay,
I was dating this girl. I was dating this teenage girl. This mother was, now this is in New York. So age of consent ain't no 15, 16. It's 17 and up. So I'm dating the girl, and me and the girl always have these talks and stuff. And she was like, oh, I was like, how's your mother letting you date some 40-year-old African guy? She's like, well, as long as the African guy is paying my mother, she don't have a problem with it. So I know these things go on. I know women sell their daughters. I know it.
Oh, I'm not
So
saying
I
that.
believe.
I'm saying
So
to
I
murder
don't care.
them
I
once the
believe.
bills. Wait a minute.
I
I'm just
believe the
saying
light
to murder
bill.
them with the.
I
I'm
believe.
just saying to
I
murder
believe
them
that
when the bills not
Hey, hold
paid.
on. When Tommy talks, you gotta yield.
Yeah, Jason, can you hear?
Yeah, I
Can you hear me,
can.
Jason? Okay, I'm saying to
I can hear
murder
you.
someone, to murder someone when the bill's not paid, I think might be a stretch. I could be wrong. It just sounds like it might be a bit of a stretch. I'm not saying they don't
But
sell them.
everybody try to sit up here and say the best friend. Everybody said the best friend is lying. Now, like you just said, there's no proof on either side. So how can you call her a liar, but the sister sitting up there stuttering every goddamn time somebody asked her
I don't think they
about the
called her a
best
liar.
friend?
I just think people said, the people in my group said, if we don't believe, until they say it, then you're just going through speculation of what this person said and might have said. You're doing a lot of speculating. Thank you, KZ Cowboy fan, for that $2.99 sticker. I don't
And
know what
shout
those
out
other things are.
to what was that?
What are those other things? The jewels and things.
I think it translates into money. I think YouTube is doing something like TikTok, where it's like gifts that are money now, from what I've been hearing. Shout out to Hakeem. Thank you for the jewels, as well as over on Rumble, Clay on Words. He says, "Don't know better, but know how to get a grown man to freak them." Shout out to you for that Rumble rant. What are you guys' thoughts about that?
When we say they don't know any better, I'm with Aaliyah. I think too many times we give people excuses of saying they don't know any better. So that person, once you know, if you know the built-in excuses, I don't know any better. It's like finding out the built-in excuse is to say, when the first time somebody used the phrase back in the old days, my phone dead. I didn't have to call you because my phone was dead. Nigga, everybody who was cheating phone was dead. I didn't have nobody plug it up, baby. I'm sorry. I would have called you. I mean, before y'all day and age, mine was shit, bitch. I got your page, but I didn't have no quarters. I couldn't find a payphone. We could find a way to get out of it. And once the excuse got used, a lot of people use the excuse. You don't know no better is an excuse that everybody had. It's one of the things that the gang used to do. They knew that if a kid committed a crime, the kid got less time. The kid knew just like the adult what the fuck they were doing. They also understood they would
Exactly.
get less time.
That's a fact.
Can
That's
I
why
get
the
some
women,
pushback?
and the
Can
women
I get some?
understand this. We keep saying, my bad, I guess. We keep saying
No, go
this
ahead, go
same
ahead.
thing. They don't know any better. They emotional. They're using our emotion in these relationships. Most of the time we get in these relationships, the men stop using logic and start using their emotion. Because the logical thing to do would be leave this bitch. Leave her where she stand. Fuck her. But we are emotional. We're emotionally bound or tied to these women. Once we love, men are loyal. Women are not. Men are loyal to a fault. And that's why we stuck in these situations. Because they know this. So and women, you always keep using the excuse. We don't know no better. It's just we're women. I'm
I'm
a
just a
girl.
girl.
I'm just a
I'm
girl.
just a girl.
Like,
I was
No,
talking
you're right,
to
because we're giving these women more passes. If these were all grown ass men up here talking and acting like this, nobody would have given those men any passes.
Okay.
Not at all. Not at all.
We would have been talking about we would have been talking about their whole childhood, their upbringing, how they was raised, and we
They
would have
need to
been
grow
calling
up,
them everything but a child of God.
stop being fuck niggas. They the reason
Yep.
why they kids dead.
Okay.
Somebody need to put them in jail. Let a daddy just sit up here and just let his daughter wild out. They gonna say he need to be in jail. Let a daddy agree with another man and say, sure, you can fuck my daughter as long as you're paying that light bill.
Ooh.
They're gonna call him a pimp.
Oh, one of their
Also
favorite
over
lines
on
is.
Rumble,
Oh,
also over on Rumble, they have a question for us. Shout out to Dre the Gemini with the $5 Rumble rant. He says, "Hey guys, got a question. Have you seen the Avengers Doomsday trailer? If so, what are your thoughts?" That would be aimed towards Tommy. Have you seen it?
I
And
did see that. I did see it. It was
it
good.
ain't really showed much, but I'm just excited about the idea of all of them being there. So all it did was just tickle your excitement, but it doesn't really tell you what's happening.
Yeah. So can I add one more thing to what I said? One other excuse they love to use: I was young. Oh my God, I was young, but they mature so fast.
There you go. I agree.
It's such a backwards.
Can't have it both ways.
Here's the
I
thing,
love
though.
it when they say they were young. I tell them Steve Young, Brigham Young, Vince Young. I mean, all these motherfuckers
Brian
is young. What are
Young.
you talking about? Andrew Young. It's a lot of Youngs. It doesn't make sense. Hell, Jeezy Young.
Yep.
Good Young.
young thug.
I don't want to hear these excuses.
But
But somebody said something to you, Aaliyah.
What I'm lying about?
I wanted to ask y'all a question. I just wanted to give a matter of perspective of what we're dealing with, just to kind of give a holistic view, because a lot of us are coming up under the culture, and the culture is our perspective, it's our worldview. So how do you escape that? Like, you know what I mean? Like a young, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who's young, who's been taught that this is right, even though it's all dysfunction. How do they escape that? You know what I mean? I mean, I know that there's accountability that need to be had, and that's the only way that we can get through. But how do we escape? You know what I mean? The culture that's being taught to the youth.
The answer's in the problem.
What you mean?
I'm gonna say like Tommy said. The answer's in the problem. Do the opposite of what you know what I'm saying. You gotta start with the youth, the young. You can't. This generation, you gotta forget about it. You
I always made it simple. I always made it simple. Like you say, I keep
Tommy said the answer's in the problem. You gotta forget about our age and our age bracket.
I agree.
And go to the youth and then and start with them and start a whole new era. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta and you kind of got to get to the the root of it. You know what I'm saying? Get to the youth. You got to go with the youth. That's the only thing I could think of.
Okay, so I got to ask y'all a question then, based upon this. Let me ask y'all something. Do you think, what do you think is better or worse? Abortion or abandonment? Which is worse or which is better?
Abandonment.
Before you guys answer, I'm gonna let you think about it just for a quick second, because we have to show love to the Rumble rants since they can't come across the screen. Shout out to Rude Gal Dat. Tommy, can you play These Hoes Ain't Loyal, please? That'll probably be for the end of the show.
Yes, we'll play. I will play it at the end. I sure will. And these hoes are not loyal. These whores aren't.
Shout out to Sun 2380 for the $50 ball. Don't drink, Tommy. What do you think about this video? I saw this video earlier. Not sure how old it is. Please read the comment section. The hypocrisy.
All right,
I will check that out, and you guys can go ahead and answer Tommy's question.
And I'll cue that up.
Abandonment is worse.
I would say abortion is worse because that's murder. I would rather
abortion.
a child be abandoned than be murdered.
Okay, who said abandonment though?
I think I'm gonna agree with Arnold. I think abandonment might be worse.
All right, let's go ahead and have that conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, abortion is positive, bro. Anytime a baby is not born to a mother who doesn't want it, or a mother who's not financially secure, is a positive thing for her and for the rest of the world.
Yeah, I would say that too. I agree.
Well, I would say with the fact that there are plenty of situations where other family members have taken children and raised them and they become successful. There are people that would like to adopt children, especially an infant. I don't see why you would murder a child as opposed to giving that child a chance.
Are you familiar
to survive in the world with?
Yeah, are you familiar with the work of Grand Pooba? Slow down. We are literally talking about mothers who have kids, right? That they are setting up to be unproductive members of society, and you saying that that's better than abortion.
There's no guarantee that those children are going to be unproductive.
Ray, right? Ray did something to somebody to make somebody want to kill Ray, right? If Ray wasn't aborted, the first motherfuckers wouldn't have had to kill Ray.
So by that logic, what you're saying is that if a single mother is going to have a child,
Andy, you gotta let him respond to you. You can't just he listened to you. You have to listen to him. That's why we got to go back and forth.
You basically said that if a single mother is about to have a child, it would be better for her to abort the child as opposed to abandoning the child because of what could happen.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm saying that there are plenty of single mothers who have had children who have become successful and productive members of society. So how can you say that that one rule would be what you would do for those children that could potentially be unproductive members of society, that you would kill them all?
How many LeBron James and Kevin Durant you know?
LeBron James and Kevin Durant? I don't know any. But how many productive members of society I know that
how many niggas sliding? How many niggas you know sliding?
Let me answer the question. How many productive members of society that I know that have come from single mothers? I know plenty.
Right, but all of those single mothers didn't say, "Oh, I don't want this baby."
That's okay. That's what I'm saying.
Right. It's a different population to say, "Hey, I don't want this baby."
Yes, and I'm saying that I know plenty of people that have been single mothers that were raised by their grandmothers, raised by their uncles, raised by their aunties, raised by other family members. I got niggas that have come and lived with me and grew up under me that are productive members of society, where their mothers weren't in their lives. Their mothers didn't raise them. And we're saying like that has never happened before, and it happens all the time. There are plenty of people who've grown up without mothers or parents who didn't want them.
Right. So if you was a child of a baby boomer or a child of the early Gen Xers, you was a latchkey kid. Right. Today, right, the Gen Z will call that abandonment.
That's different. That's what I'm saying. That's a latchkey kid is still a kid that got a parent that has provided some type of home. We're talking about abandoned. We're talking about somebody who was dropped off at a shelter, somebody who's dropped off at DCFS. Mama didn't want nothing to do with them. Mama couldn't raise them. Mama on drugs. Mama whatever is not in their life. There are
I want to add
that are out.
I want to add something to that abandonment side. And then you can put him back in there. I just want to make sure that they get the parameter here. Let's add in there, dad wanted to have nothing to do with it. Dad wouldn't pay for it. Dad wouldn't come see it. Dad wanted nothing to do with him. He just straight up abandoned the kid, and the kid has a single mom. So we're going to add that in there as well toward abortion.
So, like I said, there are plenty of people that have made something of themselves. They don't have to be a Kevin Durant or LeBron James to be considered successful. Are these people serial killers? No. Are these people habitual criminals? No. These people have their own families. These people have become productive members of society. They got a job and they ain't fucking with nobody. I would call that as being a success to some degree. I don't know how else we can measure that, but it has happened plenty of times in the hood. It has happened plenty of times across the world where people were able to overcome those circumstances.
But you saying that somebody's filling the gap. That child is not abandoned anymore.
Why not if their mother or their father is not in their lives? It's not like they living or growing up on the streets of on their own. It's like these people their parents didn't want them. They were abandoned by their parents.
Yes. All right. So I'm saying that I guess the way I look at it is linear. So if the conversation is about the black woman in the house with these children and in the results that they have, right? So we are akinning that to abandonment.
Yes.
I'm saying, so are those children like Ray and whatever the girl name is are those two children better off if they didn't come into the world? I'm saying yes.
Okay, and I'm saying no because you don't know what a child can turn out to be.
What about Ray? What about Ray and Kanisha?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I know plenty of cats that have come from 2-parent households that have been fucking villains on the streets. It depends on how you're raised and what you're exposed to in your environment. That has a huge part as to what the odds of you turning out to be. I'm not talking about the fucking rare gem that turns out to be this great person that overcame all these odds at some fucking Hallmark story. I'm talking about in general The people, what you're exposed to in your environment, in your neighborhood, and how you grew up, what your culture was in the environment you grew up in has a huge part in what type of person you turn out to be. So you can be coming from a single parent household, being abandoned, or you can have both parents in the home, and you can turn out any one of those ways depending on what you're exposed to.
You're changing the argument though.
I'm not.
No, he's not. No, he's
I'm
not.
not changing the argument.
It's abandonment versus abortion. So Arnold is right. The person, if the person who's getting an abortion, it would be better for them to get the abortion than to be raised by the parent who don't want them. Those parents, the kids that you're talking about, those parents want those children. That's why they're.
I did not say no. He changed it and he said about thinking linear. I said depending on what you're exposed to. If you have been abandoned or if you have both parents in the household, the surrounding environment that you're exposed to is what dictates that. Not saying that just because my mom and daddy didn't want me, I should be murdered. I should die because my mom and daddy didn't want me because I'm gonna turn out to be an ain't shit nigga. That's not true because this person has
abandoned the environment you're gonna
in their lives.
If you abandon the environment you're gonna be around, it's most likely not gonna be a good one. We making
how
it seem
can you
like
how can you know that?
We don't. It's not absolute. It's not absolute, right? But what is absolute is there are no outcomes for an aborted baby, right? Ray can become a ripple.
Yeah,
and
in the other direction as well.
What I'm saying. Y'all going all
over.
over.
Like you can be.
I'm saying I'm a risk manager. I'm a risk manager by trade. I'm saying we get the unwanted pregnancy out of here. We don't have to worry about nothing 10 years from now. That's
not risk management.
Is grandma's sugar gonna be high? Is grandma gonna be able to pick Ray up on time from school, or is Ray gonna be outside for 2 extra hours every day? Get gangbanging.
You could be
because her sugar bad.
You could be hyperbolic about Ray, but at the same time, there's another Jamal who's a job creator.
Exactly.
This motherfucker is giving back to the community.
All right, hold on, listen, hold on. Hey, and I believe in the free market. And if you don't make your job, and if you don't,
hold on, let August finish.
The same way you're being hyperbolic on Ray because that's what you see. Jamal can also be a job creator. What you're doing is you're trying to play God, and then you're trying to make an absolute decision on somebody else's life, the potential that they could have based off of the negative experiences that you choose to focus on and ignore the positive shit. As if Jamal can't come out, be abandoned, went through be in a bad environment, dealt with that friction, let it mold him, and then be something greater than what he.
Nigga Batman.
We talking about Batman going to the mountains, coming back, beating pain, fighting crime for the rest of his life. Hey, bro, get him out of here. Hey,
I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold on, August. Let Bandit rebuttal.
Hey, bro, I don't know how y'all feel about the kids. Y'all some nation building niggas want more black people on earth so we could one day overtake the white man. That's not how I feel about it, bro. I'm saying if you don't want to have the baby, get that baby out of here for your mental health and for the rest of the world, because the rest of the world is going to end up in some way.
No, she wants to have it. The ones that are here, we're saying the mother wanted it. Now she's the mother like the one we just played. She's a mother that be in the streets. She a mother that whatever it is. She gets to choose, though, remember. So we don't know who's choosing to have babies. Well, we do. We can see them. Some of them are responsible parents, but they're responsible parents having abortions. Some of them are irresponsible parents who are having the abortions, but some of the irresponsible parents are having the children. So what I'm asking is, which is better then? Because these mothers, and I'll give more context, Black mothers in the Black community are holding their children to the standard of, I could have had abortion, so you should thank me for you being here. The life is supposedly important, but these are also the same mothers who get on fathers who wants to have nothing to do with these children. So by what you said, Bandit, shouldn't it be okay then if a father says, I don't want to have anything to do with that kid? Shouldn't we allow that?
Should. Absolutely. That'll be great.
So why do you think we don't allow that, but we allow women to have the absolute? Because I love y'all argument, but I will jump in at this part on you with your argument. It could be true, but you know who Jeffrey Dahmer is? Well, he had a mom and a daddy, and he was out eating niggas' ass off. So, I mean, if you're killing this nigga for if you're killing these kids because they come from a bad Pookie and Ray Ray, good. They got a white boy down here in Georgia who just shot up the high school.
What was Jeffrey Dahmer doing, Tommy?
Eating the whole
He
booty.
ate their ass off. I mean, just nothing. It was nothing
Straight
left.
Straight through
Just-
the booty.
I just watched the episode where they were saying that the Temptations, the guy that was the bass in the Temptations, he was a product of a rape. You know what I'm saying? And he came out to be a great person in society, and he was in the Temptations.
Here go a big one for you.
Because his mama
Steve
could have
Jobs
aborted
was
him.
abandoned, nigga.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. They got like 10 different kind of
Man,
phones.
what
Hold up. Are you happy being a prisoner of the iPhone, brother?
So I'm saying,
Use your common sense. Use your common sense. You happy to be a slave to the iPhone?
Say it ain't so.
We don't need
Use your common sense.
now. Fuck the iPhone. We don't need no nothing. Fuck Mac. Fuck the iPhone, the iPad, the AirPods. Fuck all that. We don't need that because that nigga should have been dead. That fuck nigga needed to die.
I mean, look.
Nigga,
Was the world not better when you had to dial the phone?
is the world not
Hey,
better with
you can't even get locked up no more, bro. You don't remember nobody's number?
Bro,
Who I'ma call?
Bro,
I gotta hope my mama pick up the phone. I get locked up. That's the only number I remember.
The people in the comment
changed the
section,
world, bro.
the people in the comment section are bringing up a lot of people who came from the background in which we would deem bad. If I would have to then ask you, then Bandit, do you believe in eugenics?
Great question.
No, I don't. I don't believe in eugenics. No, I don't.
Well, why not?
I do.
That is literally what you're intimating.
Right, because I'm saying, because like everybody beard ain't full, everybody hairline be fucked up. Like, you know, you can't be perfect.
No, that ain't what eugenics
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No, eugenics is saying we don't want no motherfucker trying to stuff the damn Thanksgiving turkey with his hand like this.
Yeah, it's the optimal genetics. It's the optimal genetics.
But I'm saying that we accept that. I accept it.
Nah.
So
if you got a history of mental retardation in your family, you should not be allowed to reproduce.
Right, but I'm saying, look, radio, look, who did radio hurt? No. Radio and Ray is two different animals.
I'm saying this right now.
Ray was shooting people, robbing, stealing, so much so he had a Lamborghini Huracan. Right? That's how much he did in the streets. Radio didn't do nothing. Radio just getting a check, trying to go up to the football game.
Listen,
radio didn't hurt nobody.
But here's the thing. You had to help. They had to fund Ray's life. We got to build fucking ramps for a nigga now because his leg don't work. We got to sit here and in these midgets, we got to put the cereal down low so the midget can get to it. We got to sit up here and have special things for fat bitch who want to get on the seat. We should tell these people they cannot reproduce. You are reproducing a problem.
Yes. Just like when
according to your logic, Arnold.
For both my kids, for both my kids, we did the test for Down syndrome. Bro. And I would have definitely wanted to have an abortion had there been the chance of my kid having Down syndrome. Both times.
Hold on, bro, but he could have been the first. Hold on, your kid could have been the first. Could have been the first Down syndrome millionaire.
See, but that's my thing. I know that my Down syndrome. I know my Down syndrome kid wouldn't have came out with the iPhone, so that's why I'm okay with it. So
how you know?
Both sides.
Because you can't name what way. Because you never name one who has.
They got a whole Olympics just for them.
Never happened.
Yes, and they don't make money.
Doing flips, playing basketball, baseball, running in a straight line.
Don't know how to go to see that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Tell me the top Special Olympics sprinter.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got you. Hey, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life, Tom.
Stop it.
Radio. Forrest Gump. Hold up, we got
fictional characters played by niggas that aren't fucked up. That is wait. Bandit. Hold on,
bro. You know,
Bandit.
You're about to crash out.
Bandit. I know you see me put my hand up. Hold on, sir. They are perfect examples of how bad the handicapped are that they wouldn't even allow a handicapped person to play a handicapped person. They had to get a person non-handicapped to play the handicap. That's how much they couldn't trust the handicap. Nobody should have been able to play Forrest Gump better than a nigga that was retarded.
Hold
But
up,
they
you
couldn't.
said okay. Look, then you got George W. Bush. You see his eyes were close together. George Bush had a little bit. They were in the hood. They would call him touched. Right? We had a little bit.
That boy said
You are trying to
totally
take a
didn't
real
address
discussion and just being silly with it now.
Yeah, you need somebody
Yeah, he
certified.
totally didn't address. He totally didn't address what you said.
The
Right.
Olympic.
He just, I think this is his moment to shine comedically. He done went into whatever this is. He got a script. He was ready for this. And he is delivering that script regardless of what we saying. But like I said, I believe if you're gonna go there, then go there. I don't see why people are so against eugenics, but they're for this other stuff.
They got a whole show.
My thing is, just quick question, right? If we're gonna go down the rabbit hole, how far are we going? Where the line gonna stop? Like,
it is true.
Gonna draw the line?
But you can think about it. Almost every law we have is a line that was arbitrary.
Yes.
Think about why is the speed limit 55? Why is it some places it's 70?
And why
is some places 35?
And why your car do 160?
Right.
But
all I'm saying
but
is
that's one of the reasons why you have
like, we're gonna go down the rabbit hole, we're gonna have to draw a line.
But that's one of the reasons why you have states' rights, though.
At some point, or it's gonna create a slippery slope.
Like you're right.
It's just gonna be killing babies just because.
No, you're right, and that's why you have states' rights, because
isn't that what abortion is?
That can agree on that.
Killing babies just because?
Yeah.
That's a problem though, because then there's gonna be people just out.
No, I hear you saying it's a problem, but isn't it something that's we already have happened?
Already doing.
Remember, you said slippery slope. Mm-hmm. That already happens. A woman can get abortion for any reason at all.
Mm-hmm. That's a problem.
Yes,
it's a problem.
But it's a problem that exists.
Yes, but it's governed by the states now.
Right.
So it's like that's why it should be that way. Yes, that's why it should be.
You say where's the line drawn?
Yeah,
they addressed it with abortion. Yeah. They said, you know what? We're going to allow this woman because it's her body, her choice. And then some states started to have things like here in Georgia, they had the heartbeat law. They said, well, if there's a heartbeat, you can't have an abortion. But those women then said, well, we just drive to another state.
Yes. Hey, Tommy, remember for a little while it was federal law. Remember that for a little while it was federal law. They had to roll it back.
For a long while, it was like 30 years.
Time. It was like that was over 30 years. It was like
and don't forget
roll it back.
Yeah, but when you look at where, like when you're talking about, like even when it comes to how people have the mentality of let's tax the rich more. When you look at liberal states versus conservative states, that's why you should have it that way, to where y'all can go live where y'all want to live, and we can live where we want to live, and as long as our ideas, somewhat match, that's who you should commune with. That's who you should live around. That's just exactly how it be. So that line that you're talking about, Aaliyah, that line would essentially be drawn for the most part for in general, because you can never be perfect and satisfy everybody. But in general, that line being drawn that way, that's where those people can say, hey, because there could be plenty of people that are thinking like a bandit. That's like, hey, man, kill all these little motherfuckers. Do that up in New York. Do that up in Chicago. Hell, in Chicago, they had an abortion van outside the DNC convention. So it's like, if you're going to do that, then that's what y'all do.
Well,
but down in Texas,
real quick,
ain't on that.
Before we get too far into it, in regards to the first back and forth between Brian and Bandit, Clay on Words over on Rumble, thank you for the $5 Rumble rant. He said, Brian, the percentage of productive members of society from that origin isn't the majority amongst the negative outcomes from that same origin. Bandit has a point. Thank you to the Rumble rant, and shout out to Alpho for the Cash App. Tommy, is there anything on your end that you want to shout out?
I have Alpha. He sent one to me as well. He said T3. He says that Terminatrix 3. No, it's not the Terminatrix, which is T3. I'd use it like that, but you remember this is Tommy's Turn Up Tuesday. Since it was a lot of words, there's all were T, so I said T3. But thank you for that, Alpo, that $10. And then Andre Gill, he said he just watched Fatherless America. Thank you for going and watch that. If you have not watched it, make sure you guys go to Amazon Prime and watch A Fatherless America. Just put your boy name in there, and shockingly enough, it shows up. Also, thank you to two people who've joined us over at Fight Club. Yes, Fight Club is down to 85%. I know that half-breed, white looking lady was wondering, I wonder what his numbers are. I wonder what Crispy's numbers are. Well, I wonder where your lips set, lady. Talking about she black. And she know what I'm talking about. You got no damn lips of him whining every time you say something. Bitch up there doing a video about me and 12 niggas was watching. Shut up.
Can I say this real quick about
Blanche is in the building. Welcome in, Blanche.
So I want to
What's
say,
up, y'all? What's up?
I want to say something too.
I'll make it quick. I don't disagree with the abortion thing. It just gives women too much control. That's my only problem with it. Like, women are terrible with control and leverage, and that's the only problem I have with it, is that women get it's the only one that it's my body, my choice, and they get too much control with this thing.
Well,
Hey, CJ,
I want to bring this into the equivalent. You got to think, even they're gonna have an abortion, or in the state of Georgia, you could drop them off at the fire station, the hospital. You know what I'm saying? That's abandonment, correct?
That's why I said yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot in which a woman can do, but it's very little a man can do. So
Exactly.
a lot of what they call abandonment from a man, if you find out, like, here's the thing they can do to a man. This nigga can take care of five kids, but if it's one he don't take care of, they'll still talk shit about him.
Mm-hmm.
A woman can have 3 kids and have had 4 abortions. They'll say she was brave for having the abortions. How does that make sense?
And I did something bold one time. I went to the hospital and asked them, if a man came up and tried to deliver a child and just abandon the child, would they allow that? You know what I'm saying? With no questions asked. Them people looked at me like I was crazy.
Well, it'd be pretty amazing if he did deliver one, but if he brought
that's what I meant to say, brought the child to the thing, you know what I'm saying? And willing to give it up. Would they give any? Would there be no questions?
No, they would think he stole it from somewhere. They would track down who he got it from. Yeah, like they would track down who you got this baby from, nigga. Arrest this motherfucker right there. Yeah. Probably beat him a little bit before they took him to jail. It is. And here's what I want to ask, and I want to start with you, Aaliyah. Women are always making arguments. Like I was watching and don't knock me. Before I started doing the show, the Fever was gonna play, and I said, "Well, I wonder what." Oh man, I forgot to record it. But the Fever was gonna play with Caitlin Clark.
Wait a minute.
And I watched. Shut up. Just let me. I wasn't gonna technically watch it. I was watching. Shut up. Anyway, so they were gonna play, but then I noticed during the pregame they were talking about the women's outfits during the All-Star game, and I noticed all they did was say everybody looked great, and they didn't. Some of them bitches look horrible with them bad weaves, and they look like men in dresses. They look like shit. Now, the reason I bring this up is because when you're watching the NBA All-Star game, they will say who look good and who doesn't. Men will make fun of a nigga's hairline. They make fun of LeBron James' hairline on Sports Center. We don't have a problem and the men don't get mad. But the women in sports, the women around town, especially if y'all like each other, y'all have to say y'all all beautiful. When a woman come on the panel, hey, beautiful, what y'all say to each other. I ain't never said to now one of these niggas when they come up here, hey, like, so can you explain to me?
You better not.
Why is it that women will claim they want equal rights and that they're just as good as men, but they're the first ones to point out to you the differences between men and women when it's to their advantage?
I think that's because women believe in double standards, only the ones that benefit them. They only like the ones that we only like the ones that we can benefit from, because I love a good double standard. I'm all for them. I'm all for double standards. Y'all have yours that benefit y'all, and we have ones that benefit us. I'm for all of them, because if y'all get y'all's, I get to keep mine, right? But women in society not thinking like that. They only want to have the ones that benefit them. That's the only reason why they want it. Literally.
Blanche, you knew?
What's up?
You got the floor. Why do you think that? Why do you think that? I'm gonna go to Melvin. Why do you think women are real comfortable admitting to these double standards and believing they should be there? Like they'll tell you, I make more money than niggas, but they still will tell you that nigga who want to take me on a date need to pay for it.
Yeah, I blame the men for allowing this to take place. Men being too soft, too lax, gave women the right to vote, let them out the house, gave them rights. We did too much. And the problem is that, I think somebody said it earlier, when you give women power, it corrupts them. And the worst thing a man could have did was to say men and women are equal. You saw what happened when they did that. Once we said that men and women are equal, look what you get. What double standard does a man have that he didn't earn? Give me one. Every double standard a man has, he has to earn it. A woman's double standard ain't earned. She just exists.
That's not true.
Double standard.
So
I think the biggest issue is the men.
Who said that's not true?
It's not true. Somebody want to argue with your plan.
Yeah.
Who said that?
You got the lightweight, CJ. He didn't eat his Wheaties today.
Oh no, you got to get in the middle now because you talking greasy at Blanche. I don't think y'all met.
So hold up. So men earn the right to have sex.
Don't come in here saying no silly shit like you said earlier.
And not have negative consequences for it societally. Men earn that.
No. I said men earn a double standard.
Right. So about having sex freely. So men earn that standard.
No, I'm saying okay. I'll tell you why.
So you saying no? So you saying no?
No. I'm saying if a man has a double standard, he had to earn it. So, for example, when they say that a man that sleeps around isn't frowned upon, I'm saying that a guy that can sleep around, he had to earn that. He got to have some kind of attraction. He got to have some kind of appeal. He has to be attracted. So think about it. A woman can wake up.
Hold on, CJ. Let him land.
You got to have some. So what I'm saying is if there's a double standard for a guy, it had to have been earned. The average guy ain't got no double standard. He gets
so the 10th grader that's fucking all the bitches, right? He earned the right to be able to fuck all the bitches and not have no consequences. But the 10th grade woman, right? It's somebody else's fault. It's society's fault.
No,
he didn't earn shit. He in 10th grade. He didn't earn shit.
No. Hold time out. That 10th grader got to have confidence. He got to have appeal. He got to have attract. He has to have something women want. I'm trying to say.
But no. Why? How did he earn?
No, let him finish. Hold on.
How did he earn it? What you mean? Confidence.
How did he earn the way society looks at him after he has sex with 10 women?
He earned it by what he did.
He's not very well at he's not very articulate, but I understand what he's saying. This is what he's asking Blanche. He said after the fact, because just like that guy with his appeal and all that earned all those women he slept with, you don't think the whore earns that because she got a big ass, big tits when she in school? Yep. Whatever she did, she got the same amount of dicks as he got pussy, but society looks at her as a whore and him as a player. So he's asking, what did that 10th grader do to earn that type of he's a player when the woman did the same thing he did, but she's a whore?
Okay, so here goes the difference. The difference is it is a lot harder for a man to get sex than it is for a woman. It's a lot more difficult.
Not necessarily.
So a woman, like I said, can literally go out and guys want to sleep with her. I just saw a woman just a few minutes ago. She had no teeth in her mouth. She had 3 kids. So it ain't hard. It ain't hard for women. But a guy that has multiple women, he has to be doing something. Whether we agree or not, he has to be doing something. Meaning that means he has to have some kind of confidence, which he got to build up himself.
No, can I say something?
He right.
I get what he's saying. Hold on. This is why I'm looking at. He was born looking good because of his mother and his father. He didn't have to earn nothing. He's just a good-looking, attractive guy. He didn't have to earn nothing. It's just that it's based on who his parents was. And he had good genetics.
Time out.
Even if he look good though, even if he look good, he ain't got no confidence. They're not gonna like him. That's gonna disqualify.
Man, stop it.
He has to have something.
Stop it.
I know a lot of guys that don't.
Stop it.
They just attract the.
Women don't qualify looks or rank looks as high as men do. Men look at women for their looks. But women qualify you.
Women do qualify looks, man.
I'm not
Yes,
saying
they
they
do.
don't. That's not what I'm saying. I didn't say they don't. I say it's not as high. It's not high on the
That's
risk.
irrelevant. That's
No,
irrelevant.
For a man, for a man,
It means
for a
nothing.
man,
It means nothing.
Hold on.
well,
Hold
hold on.
on.
For the
Hold
for a
on.
man,
Hold on. Because y'all need to cool it down because y'all talking over one another. So we're gonna go ahead and respect the Rumble rants. Parts Shooter. Thank you for the $10 Rumble rant. I just want to throw money. Shouts out to you for that. Thank you, T Black Stock, for the $20 ball. When I was young, I used to believe in eugenics. Through the school of hard knocks in the class of guns, drugs, and robberies, and the effects still are present in the Black community. All right, y'all. So if you're not in the middle, okay, let's wait our turn. Maybe put a finger up some, but let them have the back and forth, okay? August and then CJ respond.
for a man, looks is 1, 2, and 3 on his list, and then you know how she act because that's the first thing that we see. We're very visual. For women, it's looks is up there, but it ain't top tier. The nigga could be ugly as a motherfucker, but that motherfucker funny, got some game and money. She fucking with it. He could be fat, ugly, all that shit. So looks ain't the same for them. And what he was saying is 100% correct because as a man, you gotta have something that women want because they're very selective about the men that they fuck with. And if this nigga can pull multiple bitches, then that nigga is doing something right, way better than everybody else. Because that's what all the bitches want. All the bitches want the same nigga. You tripping?
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. Once if you look good, you're gonna learn game because women are going to be around you because you look because you look good. Women are going to be around you. That's a fact, Jack.
Game ain't automatic though.
You don't even have to say
Game
much.
Game ain't automatic.
Hold on. Let CJ finish.
Thank you. And you don't have to say much to fuck women. You talk yourself out of pussy, not into pussy. So once you look good, they're just gonna throw pussy at you. You don't gotta say much, and that's not an earned trait. That's just you looking good. That ain't earned. Niggas don't earn that. What are y'all talking about?
Let's
That's right. I'm a prime
You gonna
example.
tell me that the nigga gonna look good. The bitch, she gonna come up to him like, oh yeah, I won't fuck you, and he gonna not open up his mouth and say something stupid or corny, and then she be like, you know, like nigga, what? Like, you know, bitch, get the
Even
fuck
if
out of here.
he
I thought
do,
I wanted,
though.
Cook 'em, Tommy.
I wanted to fuck
Cook
you.
'em, Tommy.
Come on, bro.
Cook 'em,
I'm trying to let y'all do it. I'm trying to let y'all do it. I'm enjoying watching.
Go ahead.
No, hold on. We acting like society
Sound
wasn't
crazy.
already set before these men existed, right? It was a preset about what the world that these men came into, right? Men can do this, girls can't. That
Right.
dude who filled that role did not earn shit. Society was already set up like that.
He did earn it.
Society
He
set
was
up
just
like
born. He was born into a society that already had these preset conditions, bro.
No. Listen. Time out.
No, what?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Where does the term
No, I don't ask no fucking questions, bro. Make your statement.
Where does the term game come from? A dude having game. That means something. What does game mean? That means a dude can see a chick, no matter what he got going on, whether he broke, got money, look good, nothing, and he got game to get
know
the
what
woman.
to say.
Hey, Melanie, can I talk? Is he done? I don't want to
talk right
be rolled. All right, I don't want to be rolled.
Sponsors, okay, Bandit. Just one moment. We got to respect the sponsor. Tommy, you have the floor.
Hey guys, we got a sponsor right now. You guys have been having a wonderful conversation, and let me tell you something. Some of y'all got some animals, and you got dogs because it sounds like y'all explaining that men can be dogs. And let me tell you something about some dogs. If you got a dog at your home, you already know they're more than just a pet. They're part of the family. They're your best friend. Well, it turns out that America's founding fathers felt the same way. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and several of the men who helped build this country all had loyal dogs by their side. Some even traveled with them during the Revolutionary War and for some incredible moments in American history. When I found out that, I thought, hey, this is actually a cool way to get kids interested into history. And it turns out that there's a company called The Kids Guides and is already doing this. They have a guide called The Kids Guide to the Founding Furry Friends, and it shares true stories of the remarkable dogs that belong to America's founders. It's beautifully illustrated, easy for kids to enjoy, and it teaches them about the people who shaped our country through the stories of the companions that they love most. Now, let's be honest. Getting kids excited about history isn't always easy, but tell them that they're about to learn about George Washington's dog, and now you got their attention. I thought it was a genuinely clever idea. And if you got kids or even grandkids who love dogs, I think they'll have a lot of fun with it. They're running a special offer right now that includes the kids' guide to the founder's furry friends and other freebies. And it sounds like, and if it sounds like something your family would enjoy, just head over to freeusadoggift.com. That's freeusadoggift.com. Tell them Tommy Sotomayor sent you. Back to you guys.
Let's go.
So we saying from the outside looking in, right? Everybody just assumes the nigga that get bitches got game. Cause they don't know. Because they wasn't in the room. They just see what happened. So like, oh, he must have game, so it's okay that he fucking bitches. Or do we just think that that there is less of a risk for a man to have sex with 10 women than it is for a woman to have sex with 10 men, and that's inherent in us?
You should ask the woman on the panel if a nigga that look good said some corny shit to them, like some super off the wall corny shit, would that give them the ick? You can ask all of them.
It's a lot of niggas. I can say this. I gotta say this.
Yes.
I know a lot of niggas that didn't have game. They just look good. And I've heard a lot of women who have kids by those men say these words. After getting to know him, he was a lame, he was whatever. I saw him and he looked good. Typically, if a dude look good, it's the same thing we say about women that look good. Do we know how intelligent this bitch is? Does she say so much to us that piss us off where we ain't gonna hit that pussy? Well, women are kind of thinking the same thing. See, y'all are putting women in the wrong light. Y'all are viewing women as if they don't like fucking. And that is the biggest mistake we make. That these women just ain't hot him wanting no dick too. That they don't just see a nigga at the club and take this nigga home. They don't know nothing about him. It's a lot of babies' daddies that done happen like that. My mama said to me, if I knew what I knew about your dad, you wouldn't be here. Well, apparently, I mean, think about it. So if you listen to it, they make impulsive decisions based off what? It's the same reason why your daddy's sperm got there over somebody else's if she was messing with somebody else. It's this weird attraction that you have, and it's innate in a lot of people. And these women see a man, and he get they goat, he get them a going. He take his shirt off at the beach, and she there with you holding hand, got y'all 2 kids. But this nigga glistening and oiled up.
Think about it. Why do you think this
girlfriend that's stupid but attractive?
So many men from prison get women as soon as they get out of prison because they in shape, they look good, they ain't no asset to society, but they having babies by a dozen.
Yeah, but my question would be then: would that necessarily be the double standard? It's like if we're talking about just what it is that attracts one to the other, then how is that? Where is a double standard in that? Because by that logic, what you're saying, with a woman being very attractive, she's gonna not have to do shit, and a man being very attractive, he's not gonna have to do shit. So when we're talking about a double standard of what a man is able to do versus what a woman is able to do,
it would just be the standard.
That's inside the example.
It would be the
standard. I'm saying if there's a double standard, because that seems to be like I said, that just seems to be a standard of beauty. The beauty standard. Beauty standard.
Hey, bro, look. We not about to let you fuck this conversation up by getting caught up on the example.
No, that's what
we are talking about. Society's judgment.
Listen,
of the different
saying. That's what I'm saying. And what Blanche was saying about a double standard that's earned. So aside from a beauty standard, a double standard that's earned is a man who got money and got means and resources can have a lot of women versus a woman who got money and a lot of resources. She can't have a lot of men. That's a double standard.
Okay, Bandit, hold on one second, Bandit. Let me reset it. I think what they're saying is this. Yes, you won on the one issue of looks. They'll give you that. But they're saying other than that, the majority of double standards that you can name, men had to earn having that double standard. Even if you think about us having to sleep with more women than them sleeping with more dudes, I'll put it to you biologically. The more sperm inside of that woman trying to fight to get to that egg, what happens is when she has that baby, one, we don't know who is the father. 2, she's down for 9 months plus 6 weeks before she could do it again. The men were allowed to sleep with 6 women because if he got all 6 of those women pregnant, the least amount of children that would help build that village he's in would be 6 by those 6. So he just increased the village by 6 people in 1 year. She can only increase them by 1 unless she has multiple. But then think about it. He can then have multiple with multiple women. So what if they all produce twins? What if one of them produce triplets? So it's societal wise, the man had to earn the ability to even be able to sleep with those women because then he had to take care of all those mouths. He couldn't do it even in the religions, Muslim. If you can't put these bitches in a house, you can't have one.
Thank you.
Right.
Yep.
Thank you.
And shout out to y'all over there on Rumble. You definitely are putting color over in the chat. Sun2380 with a $20 ball. He said, a new light-skinned, hazel-colored eyes dude in my high school. Girls thought he was so cute. Then he opened his mouth and everyone found out he was in special ed and it was over. And shout out to, I'm sorry if I mess up your name, Tabaris with the $10 Rumble rant. I'm assuming none of y'all had to work out in high school or fight for your respect. If I whooped pretty boy ass in high school, I got his bitch and no one is questioning me. Shouts out to y'all over there. Keep putting that color in the chat.
Man,
Yeah, but that
It's a
dude,
light
I
skin
guarantee
sentiment.
He
you,
wasn't just
that
beating all the light
light-skinned
skinned niggas'
dude,
asses.
that light-skinned
Wait.
dude, that
Are
light
y'all gonna go past? Are y'all gonna get to? They gave you that
Go
one.
ahead.
They gave y'all the guy that's handsome. They gave you that. Now they're asking, can you give other examples that men did not earn it?
I don't know if there's many
Okay,
more.
Tommy, I got a question, Tommy. Can you give me the female equivalent to Flavor of Love?
Thank
What are you
you.
talking about? It's called The Bachelorette.
Well, New York,
No.
she did it. New York,
Flavor Flav, can you give me the
New York.
female equivalent to Flavor Flav, Flavor of
New
Love?
York,
I mean,
New York.
yeah, look like him. How about
New York
what's that
and-
girl's
New
name?
York, yeah,
Leslie
there you
Brown?
go. I Love New York. It's the equivalent.
I
to
love
Flavor
New
Flav.
York. She wasn't
No.
attractive.
She is somebody that
Good one,
look
bro.
like
Good
She ain't look
one.
like no damn
Flavor
Flavor
Flav.
Flav.
Oh,
Stop
hold on,
playing.
hold on.
Somebody that look
Leslie
like Flavor
Leslie
We gotta put her
Brown
up.
ain't getting
She
no
wasn't no
show.
Flavor
Exactly.
Hold
Flav.
up. No. Hold up. So you think that Leslie Brown is got a dry pussy?
No,
What?
listen,
Man, we not talking about the
Hear me
pussy.
out.
Hold on. Hold up.
That
Y'all think
bitch ain't got
y'all
a
think she
show with a
dry?
bunch of niggas
No,
signing up about
listen.
to marry her.
I think Leslie Brown got some fire down there.
Leslie Jones.
Fire.
Leslie
Fire. I
Jones.
agree.
Listen, I think she got some fire there, but guess what? She ain't finna get no show.
Right, but that's just a show.
They-
So hold up. Do you think hold up? The way men is set up, you think it's a shortage
Time
of
out.
men running down on Leslie Jones?
Time out, listen. They was kissing
That
Flavor
nigga
Flav
she
in the
want.
mouth.
Yes.
I got
Come on, y'all. How y'all
Hold on,
gonna
time out. They was kissing him in the mouth on TV and he was smashing. Show
Yeah,
me
boy.
the equivalent.
Bro, they'll do whatever Leslie Jones want them to do on the show.
I gotta
Why
say,
you gotta
hold on.
tell me?
I do have to say that if they did present this show, Who Wants to Date Lizzo, a lot of dudes would come. But the problem is a lot of them dudes would be gay. They would, bro. It'd be a lot of gay dudes that want to be on
It'd be a lot of
TV.
straight. It'd be a lot of.
It'd be a lot of gay dudes that want to be on TV.
It'd be
You
a lot
got
of.
some chubby chasers. You
And
got
the
some
be a lot
chubby
of-
chasers
man,
out
here's
there.
the problem with what straight men won't do, and I think this is what Free Blanchton is saying. Yes, we'll fuck Leslie Jones if nobody looks, if nobody sees it, which is why you don't get to see Leslie Jones with no man because somebody is smashing Leslie. You're right. Just like somebody is smashing that girl in the wheelchair, but then you ain't gonna walk
Mhm.
that girl to the mall rolling her ass around. It's difficult. So
I
what
ain't gonna
he's
lie,
trying
I
to
would.
give it to the same level
Yeah.
as you would say this ugly man, because the reason why Flavor Flav even has what he has is because of what he earned throughout his life.
Thank you. That was
Yeah.
my point. Thank
Yeah,
you.
That's
yeah,
why
you
so
got a
many
point.
rappers, you hear them, think about the common theme behind most rappers until now. Before, in my time, the common theme with every rapper was, I'm ugly, but I got money. Back
Yes.
then, they didn't want me. Now they all on me. So they had
Every
to
day.
earn,
Black and
their
ugly as
access
ever.
to women.
So
yes, if Flavor Flav was a gas station attendant, that motherfucker would never been heard.
Right, hold on.
I wouldn't say that now.
There's a double standard. Hold up, there's a double standard because there is nothing a woman could do to make it okay for her to have sex with 100 men.
Can I say this?
Wait a minute, wait. All you gotta do is be black and be born now, because most of those women have slept with 100 men.
Right, and I'm saying no. Right, and
Can I say this?
I'm not even trying to be funny. Look at Cardi B; she just walking around.
Standard, right? But the double standard is not that. Oh, this will make her more valuable.
Oh, you're saying a man sleeping with a bunch of women
makes him more valuable?
Well,
that's a double standard.
Well, I'll explain the double standard then. That's an easy one to explain. Let me ask you something. I got a key. My friend's got a key. You got a door. All my friends got different keys, but all their keys will unlock your door. Mm-hmm. Would that be a valuable lock on your door?
No.
You're making a double standard.
Wait. Listen. But I have one key, and my key unlocks everybody's door in the neighborhood. Is that a valuable key?
Yes.
Why he don't want to ask? Why you sit there? Why you just
Arnold don't like answering questions.
Disagree, man. Disagree, man. Disagree.
The point I'm making is right. The point I'm saying all these dudes are earning it. Yeah, that's a great point, bro.
Come on, man. Damn. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta say.
So now the double standard. The double standard is right how the men earn it. Right, if they earned it, that means it will work in a different direction. There is nothing a woman could do.
No, okay. That he has to earn his position to do that, because every guy, there would be a term called incel if there weren't guys who couldn't do it. There are guys.
No, if J-Lo is not more valuable, right? So J-Lo and Kim Kardashian being able to get a man to marry them, right, did not make them more valuable.
Well, apparently it did, because other men of value got with them.
Thank you.
Right. All right, and I'm saying that's gonna happen no matter what, because the way they look.
No.
Yes.
There's plenty of. Let me explain to you. There's a lot of fine women that niggas have smashed, and they have, and these rich men did not marry them.
Yeah,
but they'll go and marry a chick that's already been married. Look at JFK's wife. Every one of them could have got a woman finer than Jackie Kennedy. Every one of the men that married her. Onassis was the richest man in the world at the damn time, and JFK was the president of the United States. Both of them could have got finer bitches. Both of them had slept with finer bitches. They didn't marry them.
But I think
but she came from money though.
Argument, because the argument is
hold on.
Right, hold on. Right, but we understand that, right?
Hold on. No. I'm saying that's what makes men marry, though, and that's what makes another man marry. We typically, even though you just said men don't follow other motherfuckers, me and Cap talked about it last night. It actually is not true. A lot of y'all niggas will fuck a bitch because Michael Jordan fucked that bitch. I did. I told a nigga, hey, you know, Mike used to fuck my bitch.
That nigga Tom is stupid.
I would fuck her with a Bulls jersey on. I asked her to give me his autograph.
That nigga Tom is a fool.
You fuck Mike? Oh my God.
That nigga stupid.
Like, hey, me, Teresa. You know she can fuck Mike.
I ain't even lying to y'all. I used to say it.
I fuck with it.
I just thought about something. Wouldn't that mean that the women would have to earn the right to get married by that man? That she had to produce something? So she still had.
Hold on. Here's what happens.
Okay.
In a society where men are worried about how they look, and B, if this woman is used to being here, another man picking her for that high of a position makes us trust her. It's the same thing about if I give you my resume. It was one of the greatest things when I had on my resume when it said Georgia Tech and IBM. Almost every fucking interview I went to, I knew I got it.
Okay, gotcha.
Because they trusted those two places. So they said, well, if they let him in, I'll let him in. As a matter of fact, men get women almost the same way. Do we not? If you would have found bitch, more bitches will want to fuck you because they say, well, if that fine bitch fucked him.
Right.
Yep. That's true.
Yep. That turn you
so
up.
It's this thing of where Again, for a woman, she can get in the man's presence easier because of how she looks. But the men will wonder if that guy saw that fine woman and then sent her home, the next guy will say, well, I can't marry that bitch either. She's a hoe. And that could have been the only person she'd been with. But we seen you walk out of this nigga's hotel room and he won't even claim you, then what I look like claiming you? But if you was somebody's wife, it's easy to be husband number 2 because somebody done locked her down once.
Yeah.
It makes more sense. Especially if you listen to women who've been divorced, they always present it as they left.
Yep.
So you like, well, shit. He didn't want this bitch to leave. I got a good thing. But it's hard to be with a chick that's just out here in the streets, keep leaving out niggas' apartments. Somebody like what's her name? The one that we just talked about yesterday. She's real pretty and got the kids. She used to be, and she ain't pretty like that no more. She's still pretty. Hell, she still looks better than most bitches I know, but she's knocked down now. Brittany Renner.
Oh.
Yep.
How you think none of them niggas will marry her? None of them will.
Exactly.
She crazy.
What I'm saying, but what happens? She starts to get a name now. Who want to be the first nigga to marry Brittany Renner?
Right.
Nigga.
Exactly. Been married.
Hell
And you have a great time with her. I guarantee you it's a lot of people that done had a great time in the bed with her, laid down and thought this chick is super fucking cool. But what I look like being the one put a ring on her finger? What I look like?
Kevin Gates did.
And she cold. And she cold. She cold as motherfucker.
Kevin Gates didn't marry this lady. They came out and said it wasn't no marriage.
That wasn't real.
Oh, okay.
They both came out and said it wasn't no marriage.
Did anybody marry Superhead?
Oh, yes.
I think
and everybody laughed at him. Remember the dude McCrary from
McCrary from Family Matters.
Family Matters.
And we looked at him and said, apparently family don't matter.
And then he wound up, and then they split because he wound up dating fucking the tranny.
A transgender.
You know why though? Because she dropped him. Superhead dropped him. Yeah. That girl did not. You to be the one dude to try to marry a hoe is the wildest thing because you're like the evil Knievel of relationships. Everybody else is saying that's too many fucking buses to jump, nigga, right. And you say hold my beer.
Hold my beer, goddamn! You gonna tell me that's too many buses,
right?
Who can't turn a hoe into a housewife, nigga? You know who the fuck I am?
Everybody else is sitting up there looking and tapping each other on the shoulder, saying, "Watch this, watch this, watch that." He ain't gonna clear all 62 of them buses. Ain't nobody.
I got you, dear. That says that's the last thing a hillbilly will say. The dying words of a hillbilly: "Hold my beer,
hold my beer,
hold my beer."
Because think about what happened when she left him. Everybody was like,
"Yeah."
Who was surprised?
Yeah.
And here go another double standard. I would say, you know how you got women that got like 5 kids, then they go home, gay. And then they turn around and come back to the other side and go back with men again. Men can't do that. We can't, no matter how attractive they are, they can't go have a whole bunch of babies by women, then go gay and try to come right back.
Hell,
it ain't
men
happening.
can't even be bisexual. We call them niggas
there
gay.
It is. There it is.
But think about it.
Hey, hold up, Blanche. They earned it.
You can't earn that.
No,
that's
listen, that's earned.
I was saying, if you think about it, we don't even get mad that double standard exists. It goes back to what Elise was saying.
We like that. We
get mad at the double standard that exists, but women are always trying to fight only for the ones that benefit them. We know that. You don't think a gay nigga wish he could be bisexual and get treated like women do? You don't think there's a lot of niggas wish me and them could go to the club and we could be slapping each other's ass on Instagram, dancing with each other, and then go home and nobody
that, Tommy, no.
Right.
I don't wish that.
Get away with that.
I didn't say you. I said it's a lot of men who would though.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, Dwight Howard would be down for that if they did that.
Oh Lord Jesus!
And what do we say about Dwight Howard? That fucking the dude that ran for governor down in Florida.
Right.
That nigga had a wife and kids.
Gillum.
And
Andrew
we still
Gillum.
said, nigga, you gay.
Right. He can't get away from the gay.
Get away from it.
He got 3 kids and a wife.
Yes, and we still call that nigga gay. Hey man,
Nigga
you
gay.
had a wild weekend, my boy.
The
You
thing
gay.
is, though, he put the caveat of,
And he claimed it was just one weekend. Matter of
said it
fact,
happened
he say
one
Puffy
time.
gay, and Puffy never did anything with the man. He just let the man do something with his woman.
the thing is, though,
I
he
mean,
put the
what?
caveat of earn some. We barely have double standards to begin with, so it's definitely gonna be hard to find ones that we haven't earned.
Men.
So I guess you got that point.
Thank you.
Look at you, CJ.
Yep. Fact.
Men
I
and
let
adults.
Arnold prove
Hey, I'm
it
proud
wrong,
of
but
you,
it's hard.
CJ.
We do get the
Your turn,
looks one.
Arnold.
We did get you with the first one. Y'all wanna skip past the concession y'all made.
Your
Talking about
your
we
turn,
give y'all
Arnold.
the look.
We
No,
proud of you,
come from your
CJ.
turn, Arnold.
It
Your
only
turn,
took
Arnold.
12
Finish
shows.
August.
Nigga. It only
We
took
cooked
12
y'all with the
shows to
first.
get
We
you
cooked
there.
y'all with the
Your
first
turn,
argument.
Arnold.
No,
Come on.
nigga, we cooked y'all with the first argument.
the
Y'all
flag,
want to act
Arnold.
like we didn't.
Throw up the flag, Arnold. Go ahead.
We don't want to hear that. Nah, we don't hear that.
Mhm.
We still cooked
Hey,
y'all the first
Tommy.
argument.
One
Yeah,
band,
go ahead.
one sound, August. We
We
good.
That's
still
what I'm
cooked
Tommy,
saying.
y'all with the first
on
argument.
your wall,
So
who's
he's
on your
y'all
wall,
spokesperson.
Tommy?
All right.
Oh, who's on my wall right here? Oh, it's a perfect example. Go ahead and tell him. I know where you're going. Marilyn Monroe.
Okay, so what was
Yep.
Marilyn Monroe known for?
She
You
was a
know,
hoe.
Taking to the president, being a
a
whore.
classically trained actress.
Hold up. Is she a national
Classically.
icon?
She's a
Yep.
national
Yes.
icon.
Is she demonized?
Nope.
No,
Yes.
No.
no,
She's
she is.
celebrated.
She's
She's
celebrated
celebrated.
and beloved as an
You
American
know how much
treasure.
this picture? You know how much these
Mhm.
pictures cost? They ain't demonized no
Right.
motherfucker. They charging me that much.
Yes. So
Right.
much
These
to
bitches dress up as Marilyn Monroe. Every year, Madonna pretended to be Marilyn Monroe. Then the other one with the big old titties who died out. She got the money from the rich man.
Anna
Every
Nicole
Hannah
Smith.
Nicole.
there's a person trying to be her.
She is
Sabrina
treasured so
Carpenter.
much to where
Sabrina
Shaquille
Carpenter.
O'Neal owns the rights to her. How many
Dang.
bitches are like that in the world?
Damn.
So you
I
mean
say,
to tell
yes,
me?
listen, she was able to. When y'all say women can't wash away their whoredom, that's actually kind of not true.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of women once. Listen, everybody knew what Angelina Jolie was doing. Brad Pitt still married her.
Yep. We can go as far as even saying, Tommy, that
Angelina?
to a large degree, men want to wash away a woman's whoredom.
Yes,
We want to
yeah,
save and clean up a bitch.
sometimes a lot of men
That's
do like
true.
what marrying
Yes.
hoes.
Yes.
No, sir.
We still
Hey,
cooked
bro.
y'all.
Hey, hold on,
Nine
bro.
out of 10, do not recommend.
My bad, bro. If this
Not
was the
recommended.
Illuminati,
Plenty
hold
of
on.
men
This
do
the
it.
Illuminati test, bro. I'm failing this motherfucker. I'm not going along with that shit.
What
That got me
part?
fucked up, bro.
Which part?
Men can't wait to wash away a woman's wholeness. Nigga, what kind of Illuminati test is that, bro? Y'all niggas sound dumb as hell.
Hey, hold on.
No, I think he's saying like they want to save them, save hope.
Thank you, Polly. Listen. Let me tell you something. If this weren't the case, there wouldn't have been a lot of cases to where men have met women and they met this woman as a stripper, as a prostitute, or in a whatever they paid him. And that man has still tried to have a serious relationship with this woman. This has happened throughout history. Throughout history. My man from Tombstone, Doc Holliday, he was known for traveling around with a whore named Big Nose Kate.
Because they remind him of his mama.
But
What don't make the excuse of the because. What I'm telling you is men have always done this. Have set up here. You watch people like what's
Eve.
Hugh, whatever the fuck. He was married to one
Why,
of the pretty.
why JFK didn't marry her?
Oh no. Hold on. He had already that's the same reason why Barack Obama married the man that he with.
no, you ain't shit, boy.
You ain't shit, boy.
Damn. Shout
I
out
keep saying
to
it.
real quick over there putting color in the chat on Rumble while Tommy takes a time out. Rocco D2 with the $10 ball. All white team versus all black team, NBA all time. Who wins, Tommy?
All white team versus all black. The black team would kill them white
Oh,
boys.
they kill him, bro. They gotta be American white.
Anybody else want a quick answer?
I don't give a fuck what white they were. The black, you get the
know.
best five
Y'all
black,
think-
they will destroy these white boys.
Destroy.
Now,
So
if you get it in the
John Stockton-
WNBA, I pick the white girls to beat the black girls because for some odd reason, women have not dominated like men have dominated, which is strange.
Yeah, I don't think the white boys
The
can play enough
WNBA, the
defense.
best players are still these white hoes.
Yeah, the white boys can play enough defense.
All right.
We'll kill them white boy. You thought Larry Bird put Larry Bird broke back out there. Nigga destroyed Larry. He never get his shot off. I'm not saying Larry. I'm saying with today's players.
Who Luka can guard? Nobody.
You got Jokic.
Right,
Yeah,
Luka
they
can
can't
guard a
guard
person. Now Luka will score some points.
He gonna give up 30. He gonna score 30.
Yeah, he'll give up as many as he got.
And shout out to Sun2380 for putting some more color in the chat. Remember in the cowboy movies when the hero went to the whore in the brothel, what did they say? I'm going to make an honest woman out of you. John Wayne movies.
Because nobody was gonna get a robber they daughter.
Hold on, wait a minute. That's
what we're talking about, bro. I grew up on the cowboy movies, man.
Hold on, bro. You're right. Nobody did, but what usually ended up happening with that daughter? She ran away with him. You can even look at what happened with Clyde. What is it? Bunny and Clyde. Bunny ran away with Clyde.
Yeah.
The bad boy. That's why niggas hated the bad boy.
But that's not the hoe though. The hoe.
No, I'm telling. No, you listen to what he's saying. He's saying, look, there's different ways it happened. There were men who used to go into the brothel, and it did. They would go into the brothel and just take a bitch and be like, I'm gonna make this bitch right. What up, Mr. Fantastic? Mr. Fantastic. Have men tried to make hoes housewives throughout history?
Yeah, in perpetuity. What are you talking about? There ain't no question.
He said in perpetuity, goddammit.
And it be men who never thought to do it.
Those is low rung men. Those are low rung men.
Well, no, we know for sure. So no, just look at pimps. Pimps, right? Pimps are like the ultimate womanizers and the ultimate men that use women for their bodies, but they settle down with their bottom bitch.
The bottom bitch. There it is.
Yeah, so what we talking about?
A pimp is a low rung man, bro. A pimp is not a fucking high society man, bro. A pimp is nobody is inviting a pimp to the fucking boule, nigga.
Wait, what? You don't think Magic Don Juan was a part of boule?
No, nigga, hell no. You crazy?
Many fucking videos and Magic Don Juan went from being a confirmed pimp to being like the most famous.
Just having money don't get you in the boule.
Wait. Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah,
that's another.
He married. He got with his bottom chick, and he was high society. Presidents and everybody was with Epstein. He was a whole pimp.
This nigga was
I heard
y'all before I came up here.
Before I came up here, y'all was talking about Marilyn Monroe. We all know who Marilyn Monroe was fucking, right?
Yeah.
The most famous, most popular president in history. The most popular president in American history, bro. John F. Kennedy. That was his topic.
Wait, hold on, Bandit.
And a baseball player.
Bandit, let me run down who Marilyn Monroe was with. Not only was she with the president of the United States, she was with the president's brother at the same time. Not only that, but let's talk about who married her. The guy who married her at the time was the greatest baseball player.
There it is.
Mickey Mantle married her. After Mickey Mantle married her, the greatest writer on the planet, Arthur Miller, married her.
Mia Khalifa been married twice, I think, at least once, if not twice.
Yeah. Right, but I'm saying so. Hold up. Okay, so the Marilyn Monroe. Let's put that in a different part of the library. We talking about nobody is exalting a nigga that fuck with Mia Khalifa today.
Yeah, nobody's exalting him, but that doesn't disprove the point that's being made. The point that's being made is not the exaltation of the man; it is niggas' willingness to save the whole.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, are those men right? Are they seen as lower class, right? When those men get with those women, their class is being brought. Yes,
Captain Save a Hole.
Their class is being brought down, bro.
What we can do? Let's bring it even current. What's the Indian comedian do right now? That's getting embarrassed by his wife.
Patel. I don't know.
Kaj. Not Patel. Kaj. Yeah, I know it's Patel. Yeah, Kaj something, right, or whatever. Him. His wife expressed her whoredom online and so on and so forth. He's rich. He's, you know what I'm saying. He's not really funny to me.
Right, rich don't make you high class. I'm saying that nobody respected it more.
Hold on. What's the most important part of being high class?
help us out then, Bandit. You tell us what you mean.
What's
Because
high, and what's high class?
Where's this line?
Class
Sing,
Right,
sing
so
his
look,
name, not Patel.
if
Sing.
you got if you got a mansion, bro, right, and you're doing your cookout on the front yard, right? You got
give me some, no, don't give me an example of what it's not. Give me an example of what it is.
Yeah.
Right, so that means
the high class.
you come for money, right? You know how to conduct yourself in certain rooms, right? And you do things, right, that are conducive to you having respect in society.
And you're saying Arthur Miller didn't, and you're saying
No, that was a different part of the library. We walking through the museum. Marilyn Monroe. I'm giving y'all that. I'm saying right now, the way it works, you're not getting exalted by being with a hoe. Your status in society goes down.
What was Sierra? What was Sierra?
Russell Wilson's position, the way people looked at him, became worse when he got with Sierra.
Fact.
Yeah,
hold on. By who?
Men.
By us.
Okay, so by most. Hold on. Wait. So, do you think more men had negative shit to say about Russell Wilson than more women had positive shit to say?
I don't understand the question.
Thank you. No. Most men don't care. So you got most men that don't really give a damn.
No, most men who think about it care. Okay. Most men don't ever think about it.
Okay, that's so exactly. So you're proving my point. So you're saying what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying if you stop and think about it, you say he's worse.
Most men don't care though. Most men don't have an opinion. What we know is most women use it as a template, and most women use it as Sierra's prayer is a thing, bro.
Right, but I'm saying, but men, right? So let's, but men.
Here's another one. J-Lo was considered a hoe. J-Lo was fucking everybody on the set of In Living Color. And then she went to Diddy.
Hey, she might be responsible for the Diddy parties.
Man, then she went to A-Rod. Then she went to fucking what's the Hispanic dude?
Ben Affleck came back and had him circle back.
And had him circle back twice.
How many dudes?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Halle Berry too. What's
the count?
That's what I'm counting them. She went to Puffy.
At least 6.
Then she went to Ben Affleck. She went to Anthony, the Mexican dude, Mark Anthony. Thank you, Chad. And then she went to fucking A-Rod.
We said, hold on, bro. So look, all of the women that say that they could get engaged, right? This woman done. She right. I'm saying the right, and she also was able to get married.
You made the point, but you made the point though that
I'm saying that there's a delineation.
You said that she was a hoe, but she was with that. I'm saying that right.
I'm right.
That weren't upstanding.
Right. I'm saying that her being able.
Can you get between?
I'm saying that the rep on her, right? If we call her 5 husbands and she a hoe because of 5.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Before she got married,
I'm saying that wasn't the rep on J-Lo.
Yes, it was. Everybody was saying that she was fucking.
You talking about the early 90s, bro? It was right. It was not in public consciousness that J-Lo was a hoe.
Yes, it was.
Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx. No, they said she was a hoe because she keep leaving niggas and getting married.
No, Jamie Foxx said it in a.
Mad at Jamie Foxx because he said too.
He's talking about her finding a new husband.
No, he's talking about her being a hoe.
Right. I'm saying that when they reference J-Lo, they call her a hoe.
All the niggas on the set of fucking In Living Color.
They called her a hoe because she keep jumping husband to husband.
No.
You can't be a hoe for
getting
married.
You old niggas, man. You old niggas, bro.
No, you ain't old niggas, man. You just don't know, nigga.
Nah, man, old niggas is tripping, bro. No, bro. Y'all niggas. What nigga? What internet was y'all niggas on in '92?
Bandit, you gotta look at the screen. First off, I like when I hear something that's funny, so I need you to say it again. Tell this man what you said.
This nigga ain't old enough. Talking about we old niggas. You ain't old enough, nigga. Shut your ass up. Halfway ass old nigga. Halfway old nigga. Right. So listen, bro. Nah, dog. Like you said, In Living Color, she was one of the backup dancers for In Living Color, bro. Yes. She literally got it from the trenches, nigga. Yes. So to get to the acting part, let's not act like she was this fucking premier actress. No, she was fine as shit. She had a fat ass. She was like the template of fat asses for like a while. Yep. Remember, she got an ass reduction. Probably the most famous dress of all time is J-Lo's dress.
Yep.
So
when she got out there with Diddy.
She didn't marry Puffy.
Hey, a high society man married Monica Lewinsky.
Yep.
Yes.
Who married
Or
Monica
what
Lewinsky?
about Eve?
A high society man. He's
He
a
was
doctor.
man.
She got married to a doctor. And this nigga, what the fuck? She should have got married to a forensics analyst.
I'm just saying, you brought up
Bandit.
You brought up the point that these hoes don't marry prominent men and they don't get with prominent men, and they do.
I said that it lowers his status. I said it lowers his status.
Yeah, but it didn't lower Ben Affleck's status. It didn't lower.
Right. So I could be wrong, bro. Right? I'm saying that I was like a year later, you know what I'm saying, than y'all niggas on the fucking internet, and I didn't have to rep that. Oh, she was a hoe outside of her jumping from husband to husband.
Bro, we not.
They called her a hoe because she kept finding a new husband. What I'm saying is show that level of value, right? Because J-Lo, Kim Kardashian are doing something that we know that most women on the fucking planet cannot fucking turn over.
But that's another good example too. Kim K is another example. Clear hoe, but like I said, Kanye's status didn't go down when he got with her.
Exactly.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
It went up. It actually went up. Everything went up, bro. Everything went up for Kanye sideways,
bro.
Kim K, bro.
Niggas look at Kanye sideways.
Okay, so how were they looking at Wiz Khalifa then? How were they looking at Wiz Khalifa?
He looked crazy.
Amber Rose?
No,
bro.
He looked crazy. Freddie looked crazy.
Crazy. Will Smith looked crazy too, didn't he?
No.
Everybody here saying you can name almost every man right now. Donovan Mitchell looked crazy that he engaged the Coco Jones.
No, it don't. No,
who did she deal with in the NBA before that? She was dealing. She was an NBA.
That don't look crazy. That don't look crazy.
She was with Klay Thompson.
That don't look crazy. Why did it look crazy? She had a boyfriend before him. That don't look crazy.
Klay Thompson is a known womanizer, is what all the women say.
Hold up. We're talking about me and Khalifa and Amber Rose is basically fucking hookers.
It's like you're making this up, saying who's looking down upon them. Who like?
That's all I'm asking.
I'm talking about the average person.
Don't fuck about what poor niggas think about them, bro.
They don't, but we having a conversation about double standards.
So when you look at
that, and also, women don't care what the fuck we think about them.
But when you look at their career and you look at the influence that they have, Kim Kardashian, the only person I would.
Which one of you niggas had a woman say, "Oh, niggas not gonna like what I'm fucking. I'm not gonna fuck this nigga."
Just listen for 1 second, bro.
What nigga you not gonna fuck?
They saying that, "Oh, I'm not gonna fuck these niggas because y'all niggas gonna be mad."
What?
Hey,
You know who they fucking though. Got a moot point.
No. So hold up. So
I'm saying that we
hold on, Bandit.
double standards.
Hold on, let Blanche go.
Bandit is right in a practical sense. In a practical sense, like we always hanging out, and one of our boys got with a known prostitute, we're gonna have something to say. But I think Brian just said it. These women have social status. So when you reach a certain level, like Marilyn Monroe, Monica Lewinsky, Amber Rose, these are like high status women in society as far as the public's view. So they kind of transcend. Kim Kardashian is transcended being a jump off hole, whatever you want to call it. So I think in those instances, it's not frowned upon because she actually matches his status in society, meaning that she's like a figure or icon.
Can I jump
but
in
the average guy,
hey, listen, hold on a minute. Somebody married my mama.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody married a lot of y'all niggas' mamas, and these are regular women who had a past. They did, and many of them had a past that you could see because the kids look like United Benetton. Them kids was from all types of different niggas, and she still got married, and y'all know it. It's a woman that I know that was a rich chick. She had 10 kids, but her body is banging. A nigga married her.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of 10 kids, what's the crazy bitch that can sing real good?
Yes.
Kiki Wyatt. Every nigga that touch up put a baby in her. She married him too, but clearly, it's covering up with Erykah Badu too. Ain't nobody saying nothing negative about Erykah Badu, bro. And she got what, 4 baby daddies?
What's the porn chick name who just slept with 1,000 motherfuckers and now she got a fucking documentary and got motherfuckers all over her?
The British white girl, the British white girl.
All right, me and Arnold concede. We concede.
y'all gotta understand that a lot of y'all niggas
Arno gotta say it.
We can see.
I fall in
Arno
love
gotta
with
say it.
hoes. I ain't gonna lie. I fall in love with these hoes. Kiss the whole mouth.
I fell in love with a hoe before too.
You know you have. She done
Hey, just
made it 9 years. You still miss.
bro.
Arno, do you concede?
We concede this. We concede
Arno,
this.
I want to hear Arno say it. Arno, you can
No, Arno ain't saying shit. I said it for it. We all.
Hey, Arnold.
Now he ain't saying nothing. I said it.
Hey, Arnold, have you conceded?
No.
Hey, Arnold.
Hey, Arnold. Hey, we got to.
While we trying to figure that out, we gonna respect the money. We got a little backed up over there on the Rumble rants. Rocco D2, I think he's talking to you, Tommy, about the sports question. Thank you for the $10 Rumble rant. He says, "My 5, name yours: Luka, Jokic, Bird, Barry, and Nowitzki."
Nowitzki.
Jokic. No defense, bro. They not playing no defense, bro. That game gonna be 200 to 201.
Hold on,
But she did pretty good for a person who is not really into sports like that. She named them pretty well. My 5 would be simple: Jordan, Pippen, LeBron. I'd say probably Shaq, and then I would go with Tim Duncan at the 4.
You need a point guard
over Hakeem.
You need a point guard.
Yeah, I got Tim Duncan. He got
LeBron running the point.
Yeah, I got LeBron running the point. But y'all talking about? I got a big front line and a huge back line. He ain't gonna do nothing on that team. Where do you got? First off, you got Pippen on one wing, 6'9", 6'10". He's shutting it down. And then you got Shaq in the middle, and you ain't gonna be able to play no defense on him. But I got Tim Duncan that's gonna be able to spread the floor a bit. I got Mike, who you couldn't put a hand on, and LeBron gonna run the whole for offense.
The white boys got to start Stockton. They got to start Stockton.
No.
What are y'all gonna do to get points?
I'm not picking Stockton over Luka or Maravich. Or I'm surprised he didn't include Jerry West. Not including Jerry West on your all-white team is diabolical.
Stockton, Jerry West, Luka.
Stockton too small, man. He gonna get
we're gonna destroy him.
Yeah, Stockton's too small. You can't have nobody under 6'6" on that roster to even have a chance.
Stockton won't get that ball pass.
Right, that's why I put our roster together. That's why I put the roster together.
Let the ball pass half court. What are you talking about?
No, he's not. Against Jordan and Pippen prime. No, he's not.
We got Luke. Hold on, Luka. Who is the 3?
Mike is shutting Luka down.
Luka was shutting Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown like Luka down.
You gotta go Jerry West.
Shutting him down.
Luka at the 3.
Ain't nobody shutting down Bird.
So you taking Stockton out, Jerry West at the point guard,
Jerry West or Pistol Pete Maravich, anybody, or keep Luka at the point, either or. But you can't. Stockton is too small. Stockton is not going to be a factor. He's going to get that's be murdered.
Yes, you talking
and see what you said.
No, like what you said. At least everybody else can score. So at least now it's just a scoring match, right? Because they're going to be able to slow them down, but they're not going to be able to stop any of those dudes from scoring. I think it's going to be an outscoring match. But when it comes down to the last 2 minutes of the game and you need stops, that's where it's going. That's where the gap is going to happen.
Who the power forward on the white boy team?
Nowitzki, Dirk.
Yeah, that's
it. Don't matter.
If you go Jokic,
don't matter.
Jokic, Dirk, Luka. Then you had what? Jerry West.
No, he didn't even say Jerry West. He said Barry. He said Barry. Jerry West. We got Luka. Larry Bird
going to destroy Jokic.
Shaq is going to destroy Jokic.
Yes,
he's going to destroy him.
It's going to be bad.
Don't y'all be thinking
that's a good game. That game is watchable.
It's not a good game.
No, that game is watchable.
That game is watchable. Getting blown out by 20.
That game is watchable.
It's getting blown out by 20.
Tim Duncan in a prime Shaq.
Yeah, getting blown out by 20. And Jordan, you got Jordan, Shaq, LeBron, and Tim Duncan on the team.
Jokic is tough, nigga. Jokic is not.
Jokic, Larry Bird, bro.
No, don't play defense at all.
They on the corners, bro. Hold on, bro. We got Larry Bird and Nowitzki in the corner.
Yeah, but
Larry Bird.
Look who we got holding them. And if all you can do is stand in the corner,
Yes.
Listen, you need to be Steph Curry's kind. If you're going to get your shot off, you got to be Steph Curry. They're not Steph Curry. So we would shut them down because they can't get the shot off.
If that ball starts
Dirk
falling.
Nowitzki, who's he going to get the shot off of? Who?
Nah,
the
Dirk
whole
gonna get his shot off.
Dirk's gonna get his shot off.
Nobody's gonna block
Dirk's gonna get his shot off.
No, listen what I'm saying. No, he will get that fadeaway off. But he needs that open shot if you're trying to run and play back and forth with that team. He'll get the fadeaway.
Yeah, that's what I said. Up tempo game, they don't stand a chance. They too slow. They're not athletic
They're
enough.
gonna run.
Yeah, they
you
can't
cannot
get
have Pippen. You cannot have Pippen, Jordan, and LeBron and think them boys ain't finna run.
Yeah, and we talking 97 Shaq. We ain't talking 2000 Shaq.
Thank you.
Y'all
forget Shaq.
Y'all forget Shaq was a fucking deer, bro. Shaq was LeBron before LeBron.
Shaq don't got to cross half court, bro. He don't have to play defense on that team.
We got to play defense, but
they gotta play defense.
Well, that's all I'm saying. Jokic, y'all would have to take him out the game. No, I understand what he does for an offensive set.
For who?
But the problem is he wouldn't be able to work with who.
You gonna need a white boy power forward.
He will work with Luka.
The ball.
You gotta play
a white boy. Larry Bird gotta play white boy alive or dead.
So the white boys thing would be a perimeter game, though, Tommy. So this is what I'm saying. So the white boys thing would be all about spread and half court offense. So you can do it one or two ways, right? Luka at the point, or you go Larry as a point forward, or you can actually use what's the name as a point center. So the only thing that will help would be Jokic stretching Shaq all the way out to the 3-point line, and Shaq having to try and guard Jokic from the 3-point line. Yeah. So
the problem is, here's the problem with Doncic though. Doncic can't play off the ball. That's why they had to get rid of LeBron James. He can't play off the ball. He can only play with the ball in his hand.
They got rid of Jalen Brunson for the same reason.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
Doncic can only play with the ball in his hand. He can't play off the ball. The problem with
LeBron the same way.
Well, no. LeBron plays off the ball and with the ball. It's no way. Y'all have watched him.
You gotta look.
He played off the ball a lot. Matter of fact, they said one of the reasons the sale was to come to Philadelphia is because he got to play with the ball. Remember when they got Doncic, he had to play off the ball.
Yeah, and he didn't. He like it.
He wasn't effective.
He didn't like it, but he did it.
LeBron was amazing.
That's what I'm saying. He can do it. That's why he developed a jump shot. Remember, he didn't have a jump shot before.
They was the 6th seed, bro. They wasn't doing nothing.
That's because we was getting injured. All kind of stuff was happening. Y'all
and because that's the West was strong as fuck.
And the West was, thank you. Y'all want to play revisionist history? Not playing with it.
Well, Rocco D2, shout out to you. That was a nice little sports intermission.
Sorry, we took too long.
Oh no, it's all good. Sir Cam 1, thank you for the $5 Rumble rant. There is definitely a flavor of love like that. Just look at all of the booger wooks with multiple kids. Thank you for that. Let me scroll. Jimmy E. Johnson in the building with the $5 Rumble rant. Cleopatra Wallace Simpson. These hoes married kings. Okay.
Cleopatra was a hoe. She went from Julius Caesar to Mark Antony.
Was she not a queen?
They got
she was a queen in her country. Wait a minute, she was a queen in her country. She went to their country.
And shout out to Adonis in the chat. We definitely miss you. Can't wait till you come back. Thank you for the $5 Rumble rant. I like this shit. No one's conceding anything. Argue all the way to the grave. Thank you for that.
My bad, my brother. Or no, my bad, my brother.
And then we have Jimmy E. Johnson coming back with another $10 Rumble rant. Please get back to the show.
Jimmy Johnson about to kick us all off. Apparently, we got to watch out for Jimmy.
And then did you queue up the video for that $50 Rumble rant?
I did. The brother wanted to watch this. I don't know what this is, y'all. So I'm taking a chance. But this is what he said he wanted us to watch.
Because I don't see his mama. He ain't seen her in over a year. Well, come here. Look who in the car. Where you going to? Where you headed to? Huh? You want to ride? Look. Huh? Yeah. Zayden, look.
Oh, damn.
We got big years. Finna take him to go eat. It's his grandma's birthday. What you asking? You good? Don't need a ride? It's hot. Where you going downtown? I'll drop you off. Huh? You get dropped off downtown? I'll drop you off downtown.
Well, I can't put this on Fight Club, but it's a good thing I wasn't broadcasting on Fight Club.
And man, I'm like, everybody got to clip that out on YouTube.
I'm like,
put that in the back chat. If anybody watched the videos, I put that clip in the back chat of Telegram.
Well, I will say this. That is another double standard. I know y'all don't want to talk about, that ain't what we talking about, double standards. But it's a double standard that the fathers don't believe in acting an ass, putting the mamas on child support, or denying them to see the kids. That woman hadn't seen that kid, and you can look at her and tell she was for them streets.
Nope.
That man had that baby and saw that woman and said, your son, even though you are a piece of shit, he still would like to see you.
I was gonna say it shows the benevolence of men.
Yep.
Because if that was a woman,
absolutely,
she would have flipped out. Look, hey, you ain't shit.
Look at this bum ass nigga. Look at this bum ass nigga.
Exactly.
That your pussy ass daddy right there over there selling out.
Give me some money.
I say it all the time.
Money,
men are way more benevolent than women. We are like angels compared to them.
It ain't even close, right?
It's
and think about how many women have probably watched this right now and said how nice the guy is and how touching a moment this is.
But crazy, but they would not do it for they would stare at the nigga. They would be looking at their baby daddy talking shit, saying how good, how sweet this woman or this man was. They know what they doing. They know what niceness is. We keep giving them, they had a bad childhood, so they don't understand what good is. They they were part of slavery, so they don't understand how to be good. These women know what good is. They know how to differentiate between good and fucking bad. They know, hey, I had a horrible childhood when I was growing up. Oh, sorry, I'm kind of going over.
DJ, these women can say shit like this and get women to agree with it.
Trapping me, bitch. Bye. Bitch, you think having a baby gonna trap me? A baby won't trap me, bitch. I'll leave, bitch. Baby and all, bitch. We can have 10 fucking kids, bitch. I'll leave. Take the house to the car to the dog, bitch. Take the cat, bitch. Take my pussy and run.
Imagine a man say, you think a baby gonna trap me, bitch? I don't care if I got 10 kids. I fucking leave.
That's a fact, Tommy. And she know what she doing is wrong. She don't blame it on her child. I had a bad childhood growing up. It's nonsense. We all had bad childhoods, not all of us, but a lot of us had bad childhoods, and we still differentiate between bad and good. We say, you know what? I'm gonna take the good path. I'm not gonna walk that bad path that I was put through when I was a child. But they keep using it as an excuse to do the shit that they do. It's so crazy, Tommy. In Panama.
Yeah, look, Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet is walking around with Kylie Jenner right now.
Who is that?
Burner Boy though. His nickname is Burner Boy.
Timothy Chalamet, the guy, the white guy.
What actor did he play in?
He played in the one of King Kong.
Dooms.
And he played in
the Doom movie guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if you think about it, she's dating Kylie. Yes, he's dating Kylie Jenner. Be all at the Knicks games, all in the videos.
And Kylie Jenner got a kid by a tiger, right?
Yeah, she got a kid. That's what I'm saying. Got a kid by a black dude. The same thing them white boys online.
They don't play that at all. Listen, that is a cardinal sin. A white woman that's got not only been fucking niggas, but got that half nigga baby. Oh no, sir.
But them white boys always claim they won't fuck them. But they damn sure did.
Travis Scott baby too, though. Don't you got Travis Scott baby too?
Yeah, I thought it was Travis Scott baby.
My bad, Travis Scott. My bad, Travis Scott.
Tiger was
fucking with her when she was too young, allegedly.
But think about it. Heidi Klum had 3 half-breed babies by the ugliest nigga on earth. Still. And she still got a white man to marry her with them 3 kids.
Hey man, that's why I say,
I
man.
don't think no
Anybody
white
ever
boys
tell
be
you you're
caring.
ugly? Seal is the ugliest niggas of all time, and ain't nobody fucking with Seal's motherfucking roster, nigga.
Oh
Seal
yes.
ain't did nothing but put dick in the baddest bitches that ever walked the earth with an F.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, him and
nigga.
the one that the other dark skin cat, Diamond Hot Shoe without Diamond.
Yeah,
Diamond.
give us free. That nigga, yeah, him too.
Down.
Yeah. So
shouts out to them. But I just want y'all to just understand. We men say publicly what we won't do with hoes. Many of us are living with hoes right now.
Better believe it.
Living with
we see that
hoes.
shit. We see the shit every fucking tax season, Tommy. Niggas bring them booger wolf baby mamas out so they can get that motherfucking tax money.
Not even ugly. They're not even ugly. Fantastic. Just hoes in general. Pretty hoes, ugly hoes. We got all kinds of hoes around.
It's like because I think you have easier access to a hoe, which means a hoe can get you to fall in love with her because she don't give you pussy first.
Fall in love.
The hoes be getting niggas because the hoes be cool, man. The hoes be cool. The hoes know they roll.
Hey.
The hoes got personality. The hoes be funny. And then the hoes have better pussy. The hoes gonna come up off the pussy. The hoes gonna be your homegirl and shit. They ain't trying to be all stuck up, not. And then lo and behold, you in love with a hoe.
Niggas
what Melanie, what you do? Melanie, what the thing?
Right.
Niggas
was talking about that earlier.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. What's the kicker name for the Falcons? What's the kicker name for the Falcons name?
Young Wade.
Okay, so if this is the hoes, what is the good girl?
The one that ain't doing the
good girl is what we talking about with Kennedy married. Sometimes the good girl is you marry for status, you marry for safety and security. But if you even think about them, not even trying to knock the fact that, because yes, everybody say we want a good girl, but that dude seems to go and fuck off with a whore. He does. You like I said, Hugh Grant, he was married to one of the most beautiful white women in the world. He cheated on her with a black prostitute.
But what do we
started spending more time with the prostitute than his wife? Same thing with Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen was like, fuck Denise Richards. I want to be out here with these hoes.
But are we considering them good women because they got married?
I was at the doctor's office earlier today, and it's a 22-year-old girl I was talking to. She was saying how she's a daddy's girl and she wants to get married one day and whatnot. And she says she wants her father to pick her man. That would be a good girl.
I would say a good girl is. I would say a good girl is.
Go ahead.
So do you think the nigga her daddy pick gonna be a cheater or a provider? Which is what her daddy's gonna worry about? Him cheating or him providing?
Provision.
Provision. Being a provider.
And most niggas that are providers are also promiscuous.
Yeah.
They got the double P's. They providers and they promiscuous. I don't know a lot of men who got a lot of money and be like, I just want one.
But long as you stay with her to the end of the days and do right by it, it doesn't matter.
No, that's all I'm saying. So, no, but I was just getting back to the part of, yes, he got that good girl. That's who he wanted to marry. But he kept cheating on the good girl with. It's almost like we wish.
I think, but like
it's almost like we wish we could turn the hoe that we know into a good girl. If we could do like Jesus Christ and watch this horse.
No, that's not it, Tommy. We want our girl to be good. We want our girl to be
good. Plenty of times you roll over and look at this hoe and be like, God, I wish you wasn't no hoe. I could take you seriously, but this whoredom.
I don't know about that.
That's kind of true, but we prefer that our girl is not a hoe.
What did I say wrong?
Okay, but when you say that, right, you talking about you want her to not be a past hoe, because when I hear men talk, correct me if I'm wrong, but y'all always say, I want, like, that's my hoe. Like, I want you to be a hoe.
Yes,
exactly. That's what it
comes down to.
We want you to be a freak. We want you to be a freak. We want you to be a hoe with freak. We want you to be a freak, but we want you to be a hoe.
Yeah, but y'all gotta quit lying to yourself, sir. The reason why I picked them 5 niggas for the for the NBA game we were gonna play is because of their experience. I didn't pick 5 niggas I thought would be good and then just throw them out there. So whenever y'all say y'all want women to be good at sex, Y'all like them to have a freaky side? Well, they can have that, but they typically got to get that. How? They got to train.
Learning is
You can teach that though, Tommy.
You got to do 2 days on a dick.
You can turn her out.
You got to go 4 days and screw a days. She got to do that. She got to do fall training. She got to do spring training.
Tommy, no.
You
want our girl just open to new experiences.
They want the girl without. They want the girl without the bag. You're not training it.
You just want to be open. Oh my!
I'm trying to tell y'all, you're not training that. You want to be what y'all describing is the girl that comes in knowing how to do some action. You not training
not, man. Stop it. No, I'm gonna say this. Hold on, August. We just want you to be open. Be open to what I'm going to give you. A lot of dick in a lot of different areas. Be open to fucking over here. Be open to fucking over here.
Why would the good girl be open to that?
Right.
She won't.
It's not even trying to be funny. Why would the good girl be open to that? If one of the reasons she remained this good girl is because she wasn't open when niggas was offering it.
She's not open to all niggas, just me. Just the one nigga
to answer Melanie's question.
Have any of y'all guys had virgins?
Hold on, let Brian finish.
Oh, my bad.
To answer your question, Melanie, what men want is we want a variety. We just want them to be ours. So if I got one woman or if I got 10, they all got different passes, different histories, different whatever, whether they're a virgin or they just got off their 20th dick of the month. When we get them, we want them to be ours. That's it. If a man could have 4 and them 4 gonna be his, regardless of what background, what past, because you can have the one that like to hang from the chandelier, and you can have the one that just started taking dick on Tuesday. You want them both. You just want them to be yours.
Now I got a question though.
Okay, can I make this statement? It's like this. It's like
hold on, it's gonna be Wilbert, then Blanche, then August.
It's like this song called "One Monkey Don't Stop No Show You." One woman to hold me down, another one that keep my spirits up, and another one that just don't give a fuck.
No. I thought the saying was one woman to hold me down, the other one to sit on my face.
That too.
Blanche, go ahead, Blanche. It's a hard follow up.
So what are y'all saying? I'm kind of getting lost.
Man,
I don't know what they say.
What I'm saying, Blanche, is that when men talk about women, we are talking about multiple women at the end of the day. Regardless of what your taste is, you are still going to have that desire for multiple women. How or if you indulge in that is one thing, but the fact still remains you want your women to be yours, whether it's 1 or whether it's 10 concubines. They were there for the king, and you know who those concubines slept with? That one. They were his. That's what men ultimately want. We talk about women all the time. Yes, we've already established weeks ago that men do love hoes. Men also love good girls. Men also love virgins. Men also love that dirty, freaky, nasty, disgusting bitch too. The thing is that when you get them, you want them to be yours.
Okay, but do you quick interjection? I'm sorry, Blanche. Quick interjection.
No, go ahead.
Do you guys understand? I get this. I agree 100%, right? But when you think about women, do you understand how they could be confused about who to be to get the man? I get this.
Yes, and that's the problem. The problem that we're having with this is society, because if it was done the right way, it would be the men who would be pairing the women with these men. So whether you have the ability to, where you could have one wife, or you got the ability and the finances to have 5, it would still be that those women would not have to figure it out, because the men and those fathers would figure it out for them.
Okay, but still they would kind of have to figure it out though. Wait. They would have to still figure it out because the fathers wouldn't pick the girls that was hoes.
Thank you. And can I say one thing?
Depending on what those resources are, and depending on what that family is gonna need, it could potentially be that. Not to say that
in general, if I did not come from a poor family, that's why a lot of the women went out of their way to not be touched, because it ruined their chances of getting with a man of stature. It did.
That's true. That's true. But if you're saying that once you get with that man and that man likes what he likes and he's gonna show you what it is that he wants you to do, then he might turn you out into being that, not necessarily a hoe as
but she could be a prude.
but being but being
that's the thing is what I was trying to tell
CJ
is that well, she could be a prude. So a woman you've never slept with and who's never had sex, you don't know what way sex gonna go with her. You don't know if she got that forward leaning vagina. You don't know if all the things that she got. It's a thing. It's a thing of Blanche. It's a thing. They have this forward leaning vagina and it hurt them when you try to have sex with them.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot of things. But yeah, look, man, I know the bottom of it. I know the bottom of
the truth. Yeah, you telling the truth. Because I said that. How many guys on here dealt with virgins? I had a virgin in their life.
Blanche.
It's your birthday. You didn't tell us.
Oh,
I
shit.
forgot one time.
Happy birthday, brother.
It's your birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Who, that's your wife? Who, that's your wife?
No.
Why you ain't trying to make that light-skinned girl your wife? Look at you. Look at him with that smile. Look at him. No. It's somebody. It's somebody. Look at his smile. It's somebody.
No.
He blushing. Look at him. Look at him blushing. Look at Blanche blushing.
Hey, now.
Okay. They call him free blush. They call it free blush. And shouts out to Miss Polly because she is cooking and got some muffins already ready. I seen the muffins. And she cooking good.
I'm trying to cook these ribs. It's hot. Let's see.
Hey, I had ribs this past weekend. I cook. Well, it's a 2-part thing. My girl do half of the cooking on the ribs, and I do the other half. But we done got them ribs down, boy.
I love it.
Make some
real
chicken.
Quick, for the rest of the Rumble rants, before we get back into it, Danny Girl 3044, thank you for the $10 Rumble rant. She says, liberal white dudes don't care about the woman's past. It's the other white dudes that claim they won't wife a mud shark. Widow 008, thank you for the $3 Rumble rant. 304s will never stop, and many of us will 86 they self for some poon. Beard Gang slang. What up, TJ? Mel, Brian, Fantastic, CJ, my guy, Blanche, and the panel. Thank you for that. And I have one more. Wicked Ways with a $5 Rumble rant. More mating generally enhances a queen bee's attractive pheromone profile to workers, making her more appealing and better supporter by the colony. And Danny Girl, one more time with the 3044. Thank you for the $5 Rumble rant. Happy birthday, Blanche. Thank you for being a friend with the heart emoji.
You know what she said that, right?
Acting up in all places, ain't you, Blanche? No, let me stop.
No, you know why she said that, right?
What?
Why?
Golden Girls. Blanche was one of the characters on Golden Girl. That's what she said. I'm a really intelligent person.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm a really intelligent person. I see where you're going, and I think everybody be like, how does he think? I don't know. I watch a lot of shit.
Hey, I
know
love that
I'm
intro song.
that way, so I
That was
expect
my show.
I ain't think about that.
I expect others to speak that way. Okay, I want to ask y'all something, and this is the to me, this is the whole of the show right here. Are blacks addicted to white supremacy and white oppression? Because I'm watching right now with that Nolan Wells case. Every nigga that talk about it as if white people done fuck with the evidence, changed the evidence. They took the black dude and drowned him and killed him. They did the same thing with the Carmelo Anthony. It was them white people was finna jump him. The DA knew the son who was killed, and the judge was, and it's always some conspiracy for blacks to be oppressed, dominated, subjugated by white people. Have it come to the point that blacks need this? Like, do you think blacks could move? I'm gonna, Miss Fantastic, you shake your head. I'm gonna go first. Do you think blacks could move without it?
No, man. Niggas are addicted to the oppression of the white man. Niggas keep white supremacy alive. not even understanding that you saying the words are giving the white man the power that he don't even have in the first place. No white person is supreme or better than me simply for being fucking white. Okay. The white man ain't stopped me from doing a damn thing. Can't stop me from doing nothing. I have just as many rights, if not more, because of decisions I made and the shit that I do in my life to put me in a fucking position. I done been pulled over by the motherfucking cops. I am a big ass black guy. Okay. I'm a big nigga. All right. I ain't never had no guns put on me. I done been in the back of a police car twice or whatever. And I ain't never had none of this shit because, hey, whatever the fuck going on, go along with the shit, get it over with, get home, right? White boys, again, I think it's a travesty, Tommy, when niggas act like, oh man, it's just as racist in this. Bro, your great granddaddy and people past them had to step off the curb when a white man walked by. Your great granddaddy had to have little white boys call him boy, and he, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So it's disrespectful, and you spitting on the legacies and the sacrifice and lives and blood that black men actually gave, bro. When you make a fucking comparison to this makeshift racism we got going on today, racism is gonna always exist. It's never gonna go anywhere because it's a thought, it's a feeling. Okay, a motherfucker can feel that they better than you about anything. Hell, niggas think they better than other niggas, right? Yep. But because the white man, motherfuckers just at this is why you niggas care. Tommy, when you made the big deal and blew the top off the Kanika Jenkins shit, did niggas give a damn about Kanika Jenkins? Nope. Soon as it was over with, nobody cared. Remember when they killed the girl down there in fucking Mexico? They severed her motherfucking spine, right? That now her people did get some back in blood. They beat the shit out of that girl when she got back to North Carolina. Shout out to them. But for the most part, niggas didn't care. You niggas only care when the white folks is involved, bro. That's the only time y'all care.
And that's crazy. And you're right. That's why I said they got mad at me when I brought up. I said, y'all all care about Nolan Wales and finding the killer. I said, none of y'all care about Bree. None of the killers for Bree. They shot a young black girl, 21 years old, leaving a party, and none of y'all care. There's no justice for Bree. They have not arrested these dudes. None of y'all care. It has not made the news. Go ahead, CJ. Since you got your hand up, I don't know what the fuck you trying to do. What you doing? You trying to throw a scale on somebody? You trying to learn how to throw a curveball? You trying to get in the multiverse? I'm not sure. Go ahead.
I think it's majority of black people. I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm gonna get there though. But majority of black people think this way because majority of the men is thinking like women, and the women love being victims. So they found a way to be victims at all times, damn near, especially if it's another race involved. It's because I'm black. It's just victimhood. And the men don't see past what the women think. So we just blinded by pussy. Well, I'll just say it like that. I mean, so it's just a weird dynamic that we're stuck in. The men are starting to wake up. That's why we voted more on the other side. But it's still a long way to go. It's still 80-20, 90-10. And we think like women.
I think it's just the forever victim mentality because it's easier for us to blame what we don't have and what we're not doing and what we're not trying to achieve. We can blame it on white folks. The fact that Judge Greg Mathis the other day, he literally compared Nolan Wells to fucking Emmett Till. I have no clue as to how he thought that was even okay to do, but the dynamics of what happened to Emmett Till and what happened to Nolan Wells are entirely different, and we're constantly finding out more and more information and how this shit is unraveling. They talking about they waiting on the toxicology report now because they thinking that this dude was doing cocaine. They think he was doing drugs or he was drinking or whatever the case may be. But we're still trying to find a way to blame this on white folks, even when we don't have all the information. I don't understand why we just insist on lying and making up lies, just like they did with Carmelo Anthony. Niggas literally was photoshopping pictures talking about, yeah, he hanging out with the DA. Yeah, they was at the Christmas party together. He was over at his house for Christmas. Why would we go out and say that kind of shit, not knowing the truth? And then when we find the truth, everybody just shut up like they did. When all the shit came out and everybody saw the fucking footage, they was talking about like we was arguing with them niggas for 4 hours on that other show. See, it's the HD and 4K that was shot, but the judge suppressed the 4K video because he white. Why do we make up shit just for us to try to be victims when we can do so much shit on our own and for ourselves? Because it's the easier thing to do as opposed to doing the work.
Blanche, Sandra Bland, we needed that to be racist. People still to this day do not believe she might have murdered herself with all the evidence that shows how depressed she was because of her family and that she had mental problems before. We will make every situation where there's a white person involved, it was racism. There has not been one. I don't think the first time we've ever jumped up and said, oh, well, that was white guy and that black guy was together and the black guy is dead and the white guy came back. It could have been an actual bear that mauled him. It doesn't mean the white guy did it. Why have we gotten to that point where we are super hype about, oh my God, a white person did something to a black person. Oh my God, they fired me because I'm black. Oh my God, you pulled your car in front of me because I'm black. Do you think this is something we could not live without if we didn't have it, that it's become our identity?
Well, I would ask the question, what would black folks be without racism? If you take away racism, then what is black? Because black is largely just the opposition to white. So if you think about it, black people are constantly in what it really is, it's really trying to compete with white people. And so what happens is the only leverage you really have is race. You think about it, they're not trying to compete with white people in any other area except racism. Go ahead.
I just want to say I think that we naturally have to compete against white people, just as far as our race is concerned. But I think that there's a level of propaganda and certain leadership that make a lot of money off of us believing in this, that it's whitey all the time and staying focused on whatever whitey's doing versus being able to think objectively. I think that there's a...
Yeah, but why do you think they follow it though? Why do you think... I'm hearing what you're saying. Why are the masses eating that up? I think that goes back to what Mr. Fantastic was saying. The masses, why are they eating it?
Because our parents told us to always vote Democrat. They told us to always vote Democrat, and Democrat was the party of the black person. And then when the Democrats elected Obama, that was like another, reassurance that...
So you're saying racism is built in the Democratic Party?
Racism is the lifeline of how the Democrat Party fucking get in power. It's only through fucking racism. If we as black people stop looking at things through racism, it's over with.
So it's not inherent in blacks. You're saying that the generations, it became normal to blacks.
I think it's the propaganda that's doing it.
It is.
That's why you see a lot of men first delineating from the political propaganda of the Liberal Party. They off the plantation.
So why do you think like the Nolan Wells case? National news. Bree Johnson, local news.
CJ said it the best. It's an emotional response. The black community, we suffer from this matriarchal ideology, and a lot of the men perceive the world the way women do. So we have a feelings-based response without even looking at all the facts. And the political propaganda, the addition of the political propaganda of the Liberal Party brainwashes us to always see everything through a racial lens. We have no objectivity. I was having the same argument on the panel. It's all feelings based, and it's never objectivity. They don't believe in objectivity.
Caitlin Clark. I'm gonna let you jump in, Blanche. Caitlin Clark, though. ESPN commentator named Monica McNutt came out after the All-Star weekend, and she made these statements. I think Caitlin Clark should have done more to protect black females in the WNBA. She said that this is what she said. When Caitlin used the word fear when talking about how the women are playing rough with her, and then the league jumped in and the president said something. And this is what Caitlin Clark said. She said, I shouldn't have to fear after every game that whatever happens to me or whatever happens on the court is going to get turned into something bigger than sports. That's what she said, which to me is right. She's saying, even if somebody hit me, it's part of the game. It shouldn't be a president talking about it. It shouldn't be them talking about changing the rules in Congress. Monica McNutt said that she, because she's a white woman, should not be using the word fear because then it turns the public against the black female players who are the ones who are roughing the white girl up, by the way. So the white girl still, this girl who works for ESPN somehow brought up race when the white girl was saying, no matter who hit me or whatever happened in between the lines, that's a part of the game. It shouldn't be people talking about it after, and I shouldn't go away from the game wondering, fearing who's talking about what and changing the narrative. They made it to where it was fear. Using that word brings out racism. You need to do more, but we've never told a black person they need to do more to calm down black people from hating white people. Why is that, Blanche? Hold on.
Oh,
I gotta let Blanche go. Why is that, Blanche? Why is that so easy for these people of name? Brian talked about Judge Mathis. Nigga, we saw Stephen A. Smith, who's everybody call a coon, get on TV talking about some we as black people have a problem with what happened in the Nolan Wells case. Why was it that easy for him to be that?
Do you know why black people don't like Trump? It's not because he's racist. It's because he's an unapologetic white man. At the end of the day, black people, the fixation is, I feel inferior. Mr. Fantastic said it. I don't know if you know Frank Zano, but Frank Zano said the term, even to say white supremacy, that term came from black people. Like to say that whites were supreme came from black people. When he talked about even his home country, how when the white man came, they thought he was a god because he came in on a ship. He had mirrors, he had technology. So they worshiped like he was a god. So I'm just saying that to me, this has traveled throughout centuries of black people's view of white people. Black people, they don't want to admit it, but they view white people as superior. And so it sounds crazy to say, but think about this, think about it. How you wake up in the morning and you say, you get in your car, you drive to work and you say, I'm being oppressed. You got a house, you got a car, you got all that, but you oppressed? And hold up.
Right.
But you oppressed by a random white person, not this big, not Illuminati, not the New World Order. Y'all be picking the random white person on the street talking about they got power over you because it's insane. But to me, it's been passed down. Even think about this. Remember back in the day when white folks came around, black folks kind of talk quieter. They would change the way they talk. All of this stuff is just subconscious ways of showing how you feel inferior. And so to me, that's been, and like August Moore said, that's propaganda and programming. But in my opinion, most of the programming has come from our own family. Like, we've been born into it. Like even
indoctrinated.
And like even when I was growing up, they was like white folks, A, B, C, D, E, black folks, E, F, G.
All our shit was always bad. Everything everything a black person tells you that black people do is typically bad shit. Everything that a white person does, it be the right thing or some good shit. And and we'll pass it to August and then go down to the people on the bottom. You got to be last though, CJ, because you've already spoken on this. But because these other two, Wilbert and Miss Polly, have not. But I do want to say this: my grandmother said to us, we couldn't eat off the plates that the random ass white motherfuckers who was selling insurance could eat off of the China plate and get regular shit and regular glasses. They would not give them the plastic or the styrofoam shit. And I'm thinking, why in the fuck would they do this? Or when my grandmother would answer the phone because she thought it was white people, she said, hello. Then when she heard it was me, she was like, what you want, little nigga? Same woman. So it's like, what the fuck just happened here? Go ahead, August, and then we're going to go down to Wilbert and Miss Polly.
No, I mean, I don't have much to add. It's just, the indoctrination of it all. You understand? And we have to be able as men to step forward and lead the charge. A lot of times, if you really think about what political party and their agenda aligns with you, most black people will lean conservative. Nuclear family, faith-based, the things that Black people love, and they don't understand how far off the reservoir we actually have gone on the liberal agenda. But I'll leave it there.
Go ahead, Wilbert.
Okay, I'm gonna blame the Nation of Islam, the Hebrew Israelites. They teach that hate of white people and white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? And it's done got embedded into our genes and DNA now. You know what I'm saying? To the point that we, the early 80s and 90s, they done preached that so much. Now we live in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's I blame them. You know what I'm trying to say. And that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, Wilbur, you're right, because what'll happen is, like, if you don't see white supremacy or racism in something, Black people will attack you for not seeing it.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you didn't think that was racist? How dare you didn't think that? You like, what? Well, I didn't see it that way. Well, you're not Black. So that's another thing that scares Blacks who might even think about getting off that plantation. You know that just getting people to think about something can start a problem. Miss Polly, go ahead.
Okay. I guess I kind of agree with what it's already kind of said, but yeah, I think it's just basically it's almost a want and need to have assistance, because if you don't have to blame yourself for what's going on wrong with you always have an out. If that makes sense. Like everything that goes wrong, what's going on with you is always because some white person stopped you from doing it, and it's proven over and over again that's not the case. Especially in businesses and things like that, where people are, obviously they're working to get a position, and they'll say, "Oh, the reason why I'm not doing good in my business is not the plan I had, is just because I'm Black." That's not the case. A lot of times you just have bad planning. A lot of us come from backgrounds that are, it's not necessarily Black, but yeah, we have a large amount of Black people who are poorer, but it doesn't mean that that's the rise, because financially you haven't been shown the steps to deal with those kind of things. There hasn't been any programs or anything like that you've been able to know how to work in businesses and things like that. Or you have a bad business plan. You have a horrible business plan. It has nothing to do with the fact you're Black. It's just you have a horrible business plan. And then some people just can't see past that, and they want to blame something because they're not successful. And they
I'm with
just
you.
have that
Saying
issue.
the fat bitch says she got a thyroid problem. Then all fat bitches start saying they had a fat thyroid problem, and it was just this bitch was couldn't stop eating, and they got big bones. No, bitch, that's big meat around them regular size bones.
That's
like it became a built-in excuse, which I'm with you up until the point of the poor people using it as an excuse of why they didn't grow, or the ignorant. But why are the rich ones doing it? Why are the ones who did succeed? Why did LeBron James say he was afraid of white people coming into his white neighborhood with the fences? Like, he literally said that his biggest fear is white people running after his son and doing something to him. Why would he say this?
Why his son dating a white girl prom twice in a row?
And wasn't this the one that
take your nigga ass to LeBron Gate and see what happened to you? How about
didn't his
that?
son have a commercial
money,
at
though.
one point before he became?
You said money. I'm wondering, why is he saying it? Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because
money.
I'm gonna tell you why I think. Okay, I say money because if you go against whatever the culture, the propaganda, the liberal agenda is saying, that could fuck up your money, and your ass could get canceled in ways. You'll lose some endorsements. You'll lose some looks that you used to have. So if you don't play the game the way it's supposed to be played, how they want you to play it, it could fuck your money up. That's what I say.
LeBron,
I want to say this too.
He can say the wrong thing.
Hold on, Wilbert. You after me, Wilbert. You after me, Wilbert.
Oh, my
But
bad.
they were having a little back and forth, Fantastic and August. I want to hear where they're going.
So the only person checking LeBron is the Jews, because remember he rapped some rap lyrics and he apologized in less than 24 hours. Other than that, he can say whatever he want to say for the most part, bro. The dude is the I think when it comes to American athletes, he's probably the most endorsed and probably got the biggest deals post Tom Brady. Tom Brady's retired now. So
no,
LeBron,
Mr. Fantastic. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you a question, Mr. Fantastic. You don't think if LeBron James had wore his hat, it wouldn't fuck with his money?
Game over.
No, that's a good point. If he did the conservative thing, I don't think you can beat the black conservative. Never been popular though.
I think that's what August is saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you're right, Dan. If you're saying that from a political standpoint, if you're ever on the conservative side, and especially you align with Trump, yeah. But even still, like you say,
niggas, he can say some shit that niggas don't like. He could be on the side of some shit that niggas don't like, and niggas will turn against him.
Bill Cosby had it actually happen to him.
But
yeah,
most
the pound cake shit is hard, and he ended up getting his ass locked up in prison.
But you got to think about it though. Most niggas is on a certain wave. Most niggas are on that racism shit. Is whitey fault? You say anything outside of that, they fucking arguing you down. Most niggas is on that wave. So if LeBron wasn't on that fucking wave talking about whitey and saying whitey's the issue, niggas is not fucking with that. We talking about most niggas right now though.
And that's why I say this though. Jordan never did that. Jordan is still bigger than fucking LeBron is.
He never took a side. And it's not even. He's not in this. He's not in. Jordan was around in this.
He didn't take a side. He didn't take a side. But that's you get the same criticism for that too. Though
climate is different though, dog. We in a social environment.
No, you're right. You're right. Currently versus being.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you had anonymity back then. You niggas didn't know nothing about what Jordan thought or felt. Or all they did was buy the shoes, see him play, and that was it. Now you know everything about a motherfucker.
Can I address what Blanche was saying? I think Blanche was cooking. August was cooking. I think women. I think black women, especially. I think they relate, or I don't know the right word. What's the word? Racism with patriarchy, or white supremacy with patriarchy is what I meant to say. I think they kind of synonymous in their brains. Like, I think they think that I don't know how to.
I was going to say, I don't get what you're saying. I don't. Why would that manifest itself into them saying something's racist? Because when you say this, black women call it racist the simplest thing that a white girl does, and it has nothing to do with a guy. It has nothing to do with the white men. Matter of fact, black women's main usually racism rant or concern is usually towards white women. They kind of let white men get away with a lot of things, as long as the white man will say, if a white man say he fuck black women, they will listen to him be a Republican. They'll listen to him be a ex-slave or current slave owner. All he got to do is say, but I like black bitches.
That's true, but if they using it as a victimhood, they won't let, like, if they getting arrested by a white man, they're gonna definitely say racism. If a white man's catching them steal or do something, catching them doing something, they're gonna definitely use the racism card. It's definitely a victimhood thing. I don't know if it's because patriarchy, all women use the patriarchy card to.
I was about to say, because that's not patriarchy if they get arrested for stealing. Where's the patriarchy?
Yeah, that's a victimhood for all women, so they all use that. So let me rethink my argument real quick.
I see what you're trying to relate. I was trying to see if you get a clean line to the patriarchy. That's all. I was just trying to see if you can get a clean line to it. I see where you might be trying to go, but it's got a lot of holes in it.
But he's right though. A couple of years ago, the Smithsonian, they released something, and it basically was talking about what whiteness was, and it said that things like being on time was white, having goals and achieving them was white. Two-parent household where the father was the leader was considered white. It was just all of these things that were like good.
I see you,
and they said it was whiteness. And so I told somebody, I said, now they're telling you all the good stuff is whiteness. Now this is the Smithsonian that did this. Then what's blackness? If all the good stuff, being on time, setting goals, having a family, they even said being an individual. They even said a child having their own room was whiteness. So when we talked about the patriarchy is considered white because it's this myth that the matriarchy is people of color. So the patriarchy is white men leading the family. The matriarchy is people of color allowing women to lead the family, tribe, village, whatever. And so he's right how they correlate all these things with even conservatism. Conservatism have a race attached to it, but they make it white. Even the Republican Party, right? How did the Republican Party start?
Well, I know why they made it right. They made it white because the simple thing of the Democrats supported the civil rights. That's it. That was the game changer. That was it. Whoever supported civil rights first, they would have had it. All Nixon had to do was do that same thing, and JFK wouldn't have won. History would have been different. What happened was JFK went down to the South, and there was a guy by the name of Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was in jail. JFK and Nixon had a choice. They went to both of them and said, which one of y'all are going to get this man out of jail? Your constituency, we're going to back whoever does it. Nixon sat there and thought about it for a while. JFK went and got him out. The rest is history. They were told by their handlers at that point, this is who we're going to vote for. I give you a perfect example of what it looks like. You've seen the movie Malcolm X, Blanche, right?
Yeah.
When he went down to the jail, he did all that talking and negotiating. And when that one man was ready for all those people to leave, he just put his hands up and did like this, and they all left. When you got that much power as a person, you can move mountains. And what the heads of these NAACPs and all these black leaders, why do you think we have one black leader for all these years? Why do you think he always paid? Because Farrakhan had a bunch of niggas behind him. Because Jesse Jackson had a bunch of niggas behind him. Look right now, Ben Crump everywhere. They have one man telling y'all what to be fucking outraged about.
Yep.
One man though. That's why they pay him off. Because if that one man, it'd be like if I had a bunch of hoes and y'all always throwing parties. Y'all knew I had a bunch of hoes. Every time y'all got ready to throw a party, who would y'all call? Me. Y'all wouldn't call each of the hoes individually. That's a lot of work. If you know I can make all of them move, you just call me and say, how much for 8 of them hoes? I give you a price. This is what black people have become. Straight up hoes. And everybody's pimping us.
But Tommy, you know what's crazy though, Tommy? This is what's crazy. There were more Republicans that supported the Civil Rights Bill than Democrats. And they don't even talk about it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy because Republicans have always supported this quote unquote what black folks needed. And so that's why I find it strange. It's like, it's propaganda because there's like 80-some% of Republicans support the Civil Rights Act versus 60-some% of Democrats. So, if
I own all the hoes, remember, they came to me and gave me a bag. I told all y'all, let's vote for them. The handlers of the handlers of the blacks. See, we all felt like we're used to this. You follow behind one person. They gave us the Bible. You follow Jesus. All of us follow one doctrine, which is why you hear a lot of black folks like Tariq Rashid tell black folks, these are coded words. He says what when he talks to his people? Stay on code. Well, who makes the code? He does.
He does, yeah.
If he convinces y'all to stay on code, he tells y'all what's cooning, what ain't, what's this, what ain't, what's pimping. That's why he can tell y'all one day, I'm trying to tell y'all, and again, this is words that came out of the same man's mouth. This is why he was able to tell them, if you're going to get you a black woman, get you a black woman who got a white mama. These were his words. This is the same man that had a Mac book. This is the same man, and I'm not talking about one by Apple, not that kind of Mac. He had a book about Mackin.
It's called the Automackin. It was called the Automackin. I brought it.
Right, but think about it.
Don't forget to wash your ass.
Then he rapped about wash your ass.
Wash your ass.
Wash your ass. And then he turned around and said he was pro-Africa, telling you in the movie called Hidden Colors that everything was from Africa. And now he tells you are FBA. Fuck Africa. They eat fufu and they are temple. It's the same guy, but he controls the man. He controls his group.
Niggas love being man.
Hey, I'm not gonna say it, but that's how.
Yes,
another guy. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he got no-name niggas making YouTube videos about me.
Yes, he trying to get. Hey,
you got that kind of power.
That's a bunch of follower niggas. He just pressing the button here. Go here, do this.
That white girl, Smell the Roses, making videos about me, and another nigga named ALM that got 4 people watching him making videos talking about how Fatty embarrassed me, and I was like, what?
Right.
Y'all really thought that man came and said, I'm stalking the man who kept coming to my show. They done made videos doing this. I said, I need to be able to tell a bitch. Hey,
it's to your point, man. They just following him. It's to your point, Tommy. It's exactly.
But I wouldn't. But here's the thing: most of us say we wouldn't want that. We say it. But what do you do when you get that kind of power, especially when the people just gave it to you? And that's the problem. Tariq Nasheed didn't grow up thinking he was going to get that power. You think Al Sharpton, fat ass, thought he would ever get niggas to take his word? Why do you think most pastors end up fucking half their congregation? You done gave one man that kind of fucking power to where if I tell y'all this week we going to this church, y'all all will go. If I tell y'all need to pay, this ain't enough motherfucking money. I need some money to run through and motherfuckers clear out their damn bank account so he can have it. Do you understand what prosperity preaching is? It's telling the masses that when I get it, you'll get it later, but I need it now.
I need mine now.
Yeah,
all of them people give you their
AG
money.
Wentworth like a motherfucker.
Yep, low poverty pimping.
Yes. Yeah. So whenever I hear people talk about the masses, I always tell you it sounds just like DUMBASSES. The masses is dumbasses.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I think about it. I think it too much time.
You realize that I saw some of y'all eyes going up like that. I said, oh, them niggas was trying to spell that shit.
Speaking of collection plates, shout out to y'all over there on Rumble with them rants. Sock Mess coming through with the $5 Bitcoin. Thank you. Saying my Tuesday panel offerings. Appreciate that. And Danny Girl 3044 with the $5 Rumble rant. Thank you. Believing that anyone in the government cares about you is a psyop. The government cares about power.
Itself. It has to. The government has to stay alive. It is what it will do, and it will kill you to stay alive. It will destroy whatever it is. All these things that you've seen happen. Like I know a lot of people refuse to believe in conspiracy theories because they'll be like, hey, there's no one who'd be willing to take out 3,000 people at once. Well, they will. Right. 350 million. And here's another thing. Y'all ever wondered why when we talk about World War, whatever the fuck it is, we'll be like, 30 million people died. And we'll say it was one. You just said 13 million people died. And we moved right on by. We read it in history. Lauren.
Lauren, you have a loud background.
Well, we talk about it in history class. You were telling kids. When's the first time we heard that such and such amount of Jews were murdered?
Yeah.
That number doesn't feel like anything to me when they say it. It doesn't feel real. And it's a reason why they give you numbers like that. I compare the government to fucking NASA. What does NASA tell you? This motherfucker 839,000 light years away, but we just seen it. And your ass keeps sending them money to see this thing that by logic, that doesn't even sound right that they can see it. So they send you a picture that was right off of a fucking Chat GPT, and you done paid them trillions of dollars for this fucking picture, and you have no proof that this exists at all. You have no proof because they done told you it's a place you can't see it because it's 837 trillion light years away. You don't have anything that can go find that or go see that. The reason why a person getting a bunch of people, and I'll leave it with this. Do y'all know that's exactly how the Roman system was built and the American system of Senate is built? You'll get 2 senators for your whole fucking state. Some of them you have 1. How is it that 2 people going to represent millions of people?
Crazy.
It's impossible. Yep. And what do we do with our money? Give it to the fewest people. You want to talk about Ponzi scheme? America is literally a Ponzi scheme.
With them taxes.
Yep.
Everything. All of our money goes uphill, does it not?
Absolutely. It's not real money. Fiat money. So yeah, it's not even, what's the name, man? It's not backed by nothing. The fucking the whole world broke, bro. So
pretty much
in itself, it's crazy.
So all this shit flows uphill, and all they do is work on our emotions, because when you become an emotional creature, you're not a logical person. And they got this thing from who? Women. Why? Because that's exactly how women who are the powerless found themselves in powerful positions. Because what a woman does is manipulate you. Because if I can get you out your logical mind,
that's a fact.
That's why everything is about being illogical. Everything that we're talking about. That's why with this whole racist thing. Listen to what Mr. Fantastic said. Listen to what Brian, Blanche, August, all of us as men. Look at how we came to the understanding that this shit is not important or impressive, and it's not really holding me back. If you switch this and put a whole panel of nothing but women up here.
Oh my goodness.
it'll be the thing holding everybody back.
According to what was the girl name? Not Stacey Abrams, the other huge ass woman that said racism made her fat. What was her name?
Oh my God, you're right. Huh? Oh my God, who was that bitch? No. Lizzo said that, didn't she?
No.
That
girl's name is
it's political.
You think about Stacey Abrams, right?
No, it wasn't Stacey Abrams. Stacey Abrams, she looked like Stacey Abrams, but a bigger, blacker version.
Yeah, her name is Tiffany something. Yeah, she's like a professor. Or she does something.
Yeah, she said it on one of these crazy ass talk shows. She's like, racism made me fat. Like, no, bitch, the Golden Corral made you fat, and the motherfucking Debbie cakes that you get in advance.
They had a whole thing about it. They had a whole thing. Studies about this, like you said, Mr. Fantastic. They turned around and did studies to see if it was a real thing and validated the woman's point.
Yep, crazy. I got
the whole audience clapped when she said that. All the black women clapped when she said that.
That's what I was saying. If we had a panel full of bitches up here, the bitches start talking about some. Well, I had racism when I was going for this secretary, and I asked her to print these papers out, and she did. And you'll be thinking to yourself, bitch, it's not an example of racism. Either this bitch didn't like you or she didn't hear you. But everything to that woman, I'm telling y'all, my mother was like that. I grew up in a household where my mother was the most racist bitch ever. And would be all in them white people's faces. I never understood it.
Tommy, this light-skinned woman she was on YouTube. She said this story where the cops pulled her over at night. And it was racist because they pulled her over.
Hey, CJ, did you see that video where that black girl beat that white boy up? They went to arrest the black woman, and her friend said it's because they white. You done beat man up.
And the lady looked like roses. She was roses color. I said, how is that racist? Ain't no way. And she blocked me because I said it ain't racist. She blocked me.
I give you a prime. This is another example.
Are insane.
Yeah, because we got a white terminal manager, right, where I work at. So the black guy was like, oh, because she white, she giving all the white guys the job. I had replied, I said, well, if I was in charge, I'll probably look out for my people too. And he said, yeah, you're right. I said, but damn, that's just natural to do.
But see, you can have that conversation with a man. You couldn't have told a woman that and she'd have said that made sense. Matter of fact, take a look at this.
It's so funny being mixed and dead ass, like, coming from a family that is majority black folks. Growing up in the hood, growing up around nothing but black folks, right? But then I'm white passing, so I get around white people and they think I'm their type of white people. And when white people feel like they're safe, they gonna let you know that they feel like you're a safe space. And you know what I do? Bitch, you better shut the fuck up talking to me. Because, bitch, I'm one of them.
Like, this bitch is white.
This bitch is white. And listen, her idea of being black was, bitch, shut the fuck up. That was her idea of being black.
I'm like, what is black? Because I'm thinking this shit is a color. They confusing the hell out of me, Tommy.
No, let me tell you what
black is.
I'm gonna tell you what black is. I'm gonna tell you what black is.
Ideology.
Long eyelashes, cutting off your eyebrows, putting on new eyebrows, wearing baby hair, and they call it a culture now. You know what I'm saying? That's what black is. Wearing tags still on your hat with the, you know what I'm saying, on the tag and on the hats and stuff. I'm like, what y'all? You're 40 years old. Why are you wearing a sticker on your hat for? Like I need to know the size of your head. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Wearing your pants off your behind. And we call it culture.
Shots fired.
You know what I'm saying?
Shots fired.
I'm like, come on, man. I mean, we know you ain't bought that hat yesterday. That hat was bought 2 weeks ago.
Oh, shit.
Trying to get at you,
bang, bang, bang.
That's another thing.
Listen, I'm not finna go back and forth with no nigga named Wilbert, okay?
Okay, that's cool. Hey, and I don't call you fantastic. I don't think you fantastic. I just call you fan.
You ain't got to.
Hey, I can't help what my mama named me. That's what we call culture nowadays.
But no, man, no.
Anything that's detrimental to us.
So I get the things that certain things look a certain way. Again, it's just certain things that are just cultural, bro, and it's not a big deal. Now I'm not for actually keeping the actual tag on something like the price tag or like the the hang tag. Yeah, I think that's what's named. But tags on hat, you know what I mean. But hey, if you don't like it, I feel it, right? It's a lot of things that we do. Again, I'm with the whole to your age to an extent, but me, I'm a casual dressing guy. I'm like an athleisure guy, as they call it, right? I don't do suits and shit. I look good as a motherfucker in a suit. I make it look good as a bitch. But I'm a tall nigga that I go to the gym a lot. I'm casual, so I'm about comfort more than everything else. So I'm more of like the I guess they say dressing young, I guess, but it's not dressing young to me. It's just the way I dress. I'm not a designer nigga. I refuse to go out here and pay $1,000 for a shirt and $5,000 for a pair of jeans and whatever. No, motherfucker, I refuse to do that. I think that's crazy. But I mean,
I get all that. But explain why the sticker on the hat. What's the purpose?
It's just there, bro. Like it's just a part of like this is what we was doing since I was.
Style. That's
this is something that we
shoelaces.
I'm one of the original people that did this shit.
But that's just like how niggas would wear matching shoelaces in their shoes.
So we also
why
wear
do our
creases
shoes
in our pants.
match our shirts?
Why not wear creases in your pants still then?
I don't wear Dickies no more, bro. Nobody wears Dickies no more unless you're a West Coast nigga.
Why not wear Dickies anymore?
But some people do.
That's a coast thing now. Like it was a minute. Like certain things. Like so, Tim's right. Tim's is the New York thing.
The New York
right?
thing.
Yeah.
If you in Atlanta or Georgia, polo boots is a thing. So the Timberland equivalent in Georgia would be like polo boots or something, right?
The Ranger boot.
Even if you remember the whole when No Limit had their run, the soldieries and the Jabot jeans, that was a New Orleans thing and it spread to everywhere else.
My dad was
Eddie Hardy did come back to young kids I see nowadays in the club.
Yeah, but Ed Hardy loose now. Pause. So when Ed Hardy came out for us, that shit was tight.
Yeah.
But even with No Limit, niggas was wearing fatigues and shit. Niggas started going to shop at the Army surplus stores.
I get it. Nigga, hey, shout out to Brian. Niggas was going to the Army surplus, nigga, getting them motherfuckers,
getting them camos and
military pants and shit. So yeah, man. I just think this is my thing. When it comes to the fashion and shit, man, like if you originally did it, like I was a part of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Hats and shit, fitted hats. Like, hell, I think snapbacks for us was like we were like the snapback.
And you got the guys that wear the fitty hats. I get.
I'm from Jodeci age. I put on a leather vest with no shirt on underneath it.
Leather vest. That for the 50-year-old niggas was a thing.
What's
I
thought the sticker. I thought the sticker showed its authenticity.
Yeah, that's what it
was. It showed was two things. It was the authenticity part of it, but it was also freshness. So you basically saying this shit is new. It's like new.
Exactly.
That's just like with your shoes. Like niggas will wear shoes, but once they got creases in them, they will stop wearing because those are considered old. So it's like now niggas wear shoes and do shit to their shoes to protect the crease. That's the part of the fashion of what niggas is wearing. Just like with your shirt gotta match your shoes. That's some shit that niggas take serious.
These kids don't care no more. They wear Adidas, Nikes, and Gucci all together.
But I do understand. I do understand what Wilbert's saying though. Wilbert was saying he went far to a point. First off, I appreciate the fact that we was able to do something that typically women can't do either. What they just did, Miss Fantastic didn't take what he said to heart at all. Like, nigga, let's continue the conversation even on what you just said. Miss Fantastic said, no, let's have it on what you just said. And then to validate some of his points. But I think what Wilbert is saying, if you boil it down to black has become acts and things I see more than when we say white, we just say this person's skin color. But when black people are saying black, we're adding actions, activities, foods. Like we'll tell a black person they ain't black because they ain't did this thing. White people we don't say a white person ain't white because he ain't did this thing.
Right.
There's no white card. There's a black card, Tommy. That's a great example right there.
I think you lost the black card. White barbecue that we get invited to because we speak well.
White people, you know what? Real quick.
White people could be able to come to our side, but they never lose the ability to go to their side. We never take away their whiteness, but we just give them access to.
Yeah, we'll take a nigga's black. We'll give a white person blackness and take the blackness from a black.
Yes.
Look, and what I think y'all speaking on is exclusivity. The idea, the premise of exclusivity, which is a matriarchal ideology, and I think it just speaks to the idea that most of us think like women. We think
wait, hold on, no, I'm not gonna let you do that.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you say women are the ones who talk about exclusivity?
I think that the idea and the premise, I think intrinsically women know that exclusivity is valuable. I think they intrinsically
women go to the
know
collective. Women.
Yeah, I know.
Go to the collective, and they will acknowledge
what I'm talking about.
That's why women will share a man quicker than a man will share a woman.
No. But what I'm saying,
I think you're talking about her body.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about her body. I'm talking about
everything.
Yeah, I was about to say, but you put it under the umbrella of femininity. If you hadn't done that, that would have been fine. Once you put it under the umbrella of femininity, you can't just take one piece of femininity. You got to take all the areas. And once you take all the areas, it fails because men are the ones who created exclusivity. We're the ones who came up with marriage. We're the ones who came up with DNA tests. We're the ones who sit up here and have these lines of demarcation to where you get a certain degree if you make this score. We are the ones who believed in exclusivity.
We're the ones that will be the nerds.
But here's the thing,
we'll
right?
be the outcasts in the stand.
I understand what you're saying, but here's the thing, right? Women intrinsically know that their exclusivity, as far as them preserving themselves, make them more valuable as far as being able to get the man that they
don't.
want.
No, they don't.
What women are you talking about now?
I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
I'm talking about the minority.
Yeah, look, no, I'm not talking about the minority because I'm gonna tell you why I think they intrinsically know that. If you ask a woman what her body count is, they either gonna lie about it or not have the conversation.
Right.
That's because they're ashamed of it. They're still doing it though.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with what he's saying there. He's saying they understand in their head, even if they lie and say it's okay to be a hoe. If you ask them these things, they understand. But this is what you're saying. They don't believe in exclusivities. Let me explain. Because if they did, they would understand and give those numbers. Because men understand this.
Yes.
Men know if we can't hide these things, if they ask us how much money we make, we can't say, well, you're gonna judge me on how much I make, so I ain't gonna say anything. You just excluded yourself right then.
Right.
Even if you did, if woman say, if you ever been with a man, if you say I ain't gonna answer that, that's personal. You just got excluded.
Yeah.
Right.
We understand that. We know we gonna get judged.
Men don't say, but you shouldn't ask a man how much money he
right.
That's real.
And women speak, and think about it, and women speak as a collective. They will say, you don't ask a woman that. And like they all supposed to understand this. Right. We as men literally don't have anything that all of us men think.
And August, hold on. My girl told me this all the time. She say, we know this shit. We know that we could be hoes and we'll still find a man out to get us. We know. We don't give a fuck. That's why we do it. My girl say this shit.
Nowadays.
They have an understanding of what the value of exclusivity, though. They have
that's still hold on. That's still different than what you were talking about. You said we get the idea of exclusivity from them. That's different than understanding it.
I'm talking about as far as the matriarchal aspect. The reason why I say that is because
but they don't teach us that.
Yes. No,
men teach who teaches their children to be exclusive? Men or
women? I agree with that. Men, but yes. we're talking about an intrinsic value.
No, women say everybody should get a. Women say everybody should get a piece of the pie. Women say everybody should get some. Everybody should get a little bit of this.
Just nobody showing up.
They're not exclusive, man. Women believe in. Hold on, they believe in communism and believe
in no child left behind. Men believe in
everybody should be a part of this group. They don't believe in this exclusivity. They think everybody should get it.
I'm talking about specifically as far as her body is concerned. Juxtaposed to
you
gotta give me a second though, bro.
I should be able to fuck as many men as I want. I don't have to
exclude. What are you talking about?
Let me explain it though. Y'all gotta give me a chance to get the shit out. God damn. I'm talking about the fact of how they would lie about their body count. So if they hold on, dog. Let me just finish this last little part. If they wasn't intrinsically inclined to understand the value of them not being inclusive to every man as far as their body is concerned, they would operate in this fashion where they have their body count. Look, I done fucked 50 niggas.
Bro, women will get it. Women will allow a train to be ran on them.
That's not true. If they knew about exclusivity, they wouldn't have fucked the 50 niggas.
Yes,
they wouldn't lie about it. They wouldn't lie about it. That's no.
Wait. Let me say something to you, August. First off, I don't know who taught you this fucking word, but I'm gonna fight them. I don't know why you done came in here with intrinsic in your black pocket and you was ready because you done said that damn thing. You done plopped that damn big joke on the table a few times. Now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change the rules, and the deuce of diamond is gonna be the biggest one in this game. Here's what intrinsic it means. It's synonymous with natural, innate, and built in, which I appreciate you for bringing that to the table.
That's what I
that
thought,
being said, it is not natural or innate in a woman to believe in exclusivity. The only reason that women even allow men to have this view of them as being they need to be exclusive is because men had the power, as Blanche said earlier, they had to fight for that. There's nothing we have a double standard that we didn't make the way for that. So the only reason that women aren't out here fucking out both draw legs at the beginning of time was because men set the standard that they wouldn't allow that to happen. Because remember, as soon as the door opened for bitches to fuck a lot of people, if what you're saying is true, they wouldn't have done it. But they did. So it's not intrinsic in them. It is learned from women to say, I must be moderate. Remember, OnlyFans didn't get big because men was on it. It got big when women started saying it's okay to be on it.
Yeah, you bitch ain't gonna stop unless you know you can Thanos and snap
the
fingers to be gone.
It got socialized
stop
by men.
You right. Consider the argument.
You know what?
I appreciate that.
You got it. Yep, you're right. Yep.
But how was it? So we were talking about race, right? How did that correlate with the race thing? I was trying to get the tie in with the race. You said because we were talking about how
the point was it was the ideology of how black people think. And so a lot of our leanings, if you look at how we're socialized to maximize our looks, if a woman maximizes her value by looking good, you know what I'm saying? So that's the socialization of the black community where we maximize. We're very concerned about optics. Women have to deal with optics. They deal with social, conversations. They deal, you know what I'm saying? Like they deal with your reputation destruction. That's how they move. Like they move in social.
But you remember when you brought this up, we were talking about how blacks it was when me and CJ was saying, as a black person, we'll accept whites into the picnic, but then we'll kick another black person out of being black. And I was talking. I think it's they want to be exclusive by saying they can kick motherfuckers out or bring people in. And you said you believe they got that from women.
Yes, but I think it was socialized, not intrinsic. Women,
there you go,
socially engineered to understand, and it's ingrained in their brain that there is value from having.
But that's not what that is. Black women just want. That was the point. Hold on, but these people just want to be gatekeepers. White people don't need to be a gatekeeper to whiteness. But black people do. White people are trying it now. Some of the white people are talking about separate them from Jews, but for a long time they never did. They allowed Larry David to say he was white 1,000 times on his show, and nobody boycotted Larry David and said he wasn't white. So this is some new shit they're trying to do. But blacks have always been like that, and I'll tell you where I think it came from. I think whites were smart enough. You could have black people get together and want to work together, which if they outnumber you, next thing you know, they could outrun you and the plantation. So what did they do? They fed them simple things that made them separate. That's why they went out of their way to fuck the black lady. Because if they believed in their own rules, they would have killed the half-breed child. They would have never had it. Why did the white man who controlled all this say, yeah, let's have a big child? Because he understands it causes division because you don't claim it when you have it. You say it's yours, but you treat one different than the other. If you're a parent, you treat one of your kids different than the other, you're going to create resentment. And guess who's going to hate who? The two kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's a smart
imagine this. Imagine Jamaicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, all these different nationalities. We all join and say we all black. We all are one. Then we can, then we be the masters, and we can actually we know white supremacy. That thought would be it'd be
Well,
absolutely.
hold on. I will say that's not true. Let me explain to you. Because if you look at any pyramid, where's all the weight at the bottom of the top?
I know you're right. I get you on that, but
where's all the glory at the bottom of the top?
The top.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to say something.
Remember, everything at the top is what looks good. The bottom is what holds it up. It will always be that way. So what happens is, even though we have the largest number, why do you think Jews don't try to outnumber anybody? Jews don't send their on their mission. Do you know the difference between them and like Christian and Muslims? They don't do outreach. They don't try to get motherfuckers to join. You've never seen a Jew walk up to your door and say, "I'd like to hand you the Torah," or "I'd like for you to come to the Bible." Because they in the word that I was just talking about earlier, exclusivity.
That's a fact, Tommy. And I want to say this real quick. And they got us with this one drop rule. So if your range of color could be from black to damn near white, then you could say everybody's invited, even the white people. But if your color's only damn near white, you can exclude everybody. No, you're not black. I mean, you're not white. You're not white. You're not white. But black people got this thing with mixed people, so we include them in everything. So you damn near could be white and you're included.
That's why that's why I was about to come back to the brother when he said if all these nations got together and all called ourselves black, that would be what you don't understand is that's a problem because that's way too broad. That's way too broad because that's why you hear that. That's why that bitch I just put up on the screen was up there trying to be the blackest thing going, and she just looked like a white. She looked like a white version of Sukihana. I don't know why she looked like Sukihana.
Tommy, I got a question. I got a question to that.
That was a good comparison.
Didn't she look like the white Sukihana?
Yeah, she's very attractive, but that was a good comparison.
Yeah.
I got a question to that, Tommy, just to get your thought on it. Do you think that if the black man was in charge of the black community as far as the thoughts and ideologies of how we perceive, just being competitive as a black race, the nuclear family, all that shit, you don't think that they can get together with other demographics of people that are, what I'm saying, that are in those and work things out? Like not on some Pan-African shit, but like the motherfuckers that are here.
I'll tell you why they can't. Because
that's what I was saying.
Inherently, people see the differences. Just like when I put that girl up. I don't know if that girl is pretty. I just know she got gray eyes and she got her own hair and she got that white skin. And for some reason, that kind of looked good on her. Now, we don't know what it looked like in 20 years, but right now it looked good. Yeah. But then when I looked at her, I kept saying, but she looks just like Sukihana. Why does Sukihana look bad, but she doesn't? Well, Sukihana probably is not an ugly woman and she probably just got like an ugly attitude. I say all this because when you have so many different variations of things, it's why in the Bible, God said a man can't serve two masters. You know why he can't serve two masters? Because you're going to love one more than the other.
Yeah.
When you have more than one kid, every parent who tell you I love them all the same is a fucking lie.
That's a lie. Exactly. I've been saying that.
That is a lie. There's one that's more like you, that's in a good way, or one that's just like you. You can't stand that motherfucker. It's if they got good traits or bad ones. If they get along with you or if they don't. So what happens is those black nations would move with these other nations, and these people are different because of what? Culture. Even though we might be close in color to a lot of Indians, we're not close in culture to them. Even though we might be close in culture to a lot of Cubans, to a lot of Mexicans. I remember when I first I didn't even know people didn't know what a fucking Panamanian was. When I would tell them, I'm like, a lot of niggas don't know what this is. They was like, you trying to be white? I'm like, you've never been to Panama. But that's what they thought it was. So you listen to these people, and then I will tell people in Panama, for as much as the people my color dominate in numbers, guess who dominates in government?
The white people.
The white ones.
That's true.
In India,
they all at the top.
I got one
pushback. The white ones. The Mexican president is a white Jew.
Right, I got one more pushback to ask the question. Here's what I think though, and just because I really want to hear your thoughts on it. Black culture is very influential. You look at all those other nations, they look up to black people. You look even like the Africans, they look up to black people. Everything that black people do, the world fucking do. So I think that the assimilation process, like say for instance, that black men took control of the culture, started gearing us in the right direction and started partnering up with these other nations, you know, the Mexicans, all you talking about, right? They would assimilate to how we see shit and get on board
I'm gonna
with
say
how we
something
do
to hurt
things.
your feelings. I'm gonna
Go
say
ahead.
something to hurt your feelings.
Go ahead.
When y'all keep saying that they look up to black people, everybody in the world look up to. Hold on, they look up to black Americans. I'm gonna agree with you, but I'm gonna tell you something that y'all keep forgetting. They look up to Americans. They idolize the white man too. What do you think Asians do with all of their anime cartoons? They draw them like white dudes with blonde hair and blue eyes.
All
When
that
you're saying
skin bleaching, crazy.
John Wayne was an international star, almost every white band went global in the United States. So blacks are getting a boost. It's like my little brother getting a boost from being my little brother, but he going around telling everybody these hoes all on me. Yeah, if you didn't have your big brother, these hoes wouldn't be on you, and them niggas would whoop your ass. If we did not have the white man, the black man would not be as influential as he is today. The white man covering us, who is the every movie that come out of the United States, make a shit ton of money. Everybody want to be that. It be white movies, does it not? The white, they go around trying to look like Elvis. They go around trying to look like the Backstreet Boys. They go around trying to look like white shit. We just get the boost from whites. That's all it is.
I get what you're saying. There's a middle America.
Can I add to that? Can I add to that?
I get that one.
And another to piggyback on what Tommy said, America has what's the word? They promote black culture. It's in everything. So think about white. This is white America embracing black culture. So the world's gonna do it too. So like he's right, it's by proximity. Because if white people rejected black culture, it wouldn't have global appeal. It has global appeal because it's accepted. Commercials, movies, everything. I agree with you. There is influence, but what they're looking up to isn't actually black people. They're looking up to the culture. So forget the black person. They're looking up to the culture of how you move, how you do these things. And a lot of that culture is really just a hybrid of white culture. Like I was shocked when I found out that chitlins came from England. I didn't know that. Much of the soul food dishes that we eat came from Europe. It came from Europe. Like a lot of this stuff came from Europe. And so what happened when they came over here, we thought they had us eating all the leftover in the slops. That stuff was delicacies over in Europe. Like pig intestines, all that stuff wasn't seen as like a low quality food. So yeah, I'm with Tommy that the culture is really promoted by white. Without that, I don't think we have the same.
It's like having the best passport in the world, having an American passport, just being American.
Think about it. Any black man who's traveled will tell you, going around the world saying you're a black American gets you in the door. And why is that? Because they know, even though we might not have the type of money the white man got, we got money like the white man got. Here, and
we're the richest niggas on the planet.
That's what I was about to say.
It's like that when you go to Jamaica and all those countries.
There's a black man component to making those things that are popular or that are cultural phenomenons and all of those types of things. You take what we've done in areas of arts and entertainment and stuff like that. We are just creatives like that, and that's how we're able to get that boost that Tommy's talking about. We're able to put our spin on it to where we don't have to do things to act white. We do things that we like to do, like hip hop. That wasn't no white shit. That was just something that we did from a music standpoint, and we were able to turn it into something different. So we are able,
like Vance was saying though, it was just local until the white man put his money behind it.
Yeah, but we have an ability. Hold on, that's what I was about to say. Right. We have an ability to put a spin and to put different flavors, if you will, on things. But it is the American machine. It is what America does that amplifies it, because everybody is looking at America. Say what you want.
I got anything that happens in America gets big everywhere.
Yeah,
but look, the dumbest shit in America has become huge somewhere else.
Yes,
because an American did it.
Yep.
But here's the thing, though.
Real quick, because it is after 1 a.m. We'll let
it done got late. My bad.
Oh, no worries. We'll let the final thoughts get in there, but we are going to respect the money. TM Riley earlier getting a good laugh with Tommy, the dumbasses statement. Thank you for the $20 ball. We also have Danny Girl coming back with another $5 Rumble rant. Y'all ain't lying. If it was empowered, I'd make it illegal to feed wild animals and poop them on their nose. I think she meant pop them on the nose. Fuck it button with the $5 Rumble rant. That whole list, and I didn't hear clapping your words once. Also, the How White delegation finds this hilarious. No trades to make yet. Okay, maybe he's talking about something in regards to the sport.
Talking about the sports, I think. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Danny Girl 3044 coming back with another $5 Rumble rant. Bring back creased jeans with a smiley face. Mr. International with the $20 Rumble rant. Born in Carver Homes, grew up in Decatur. My parents always told me I could do anything. When I got to Morehouse, I was told the white man is after me. If he ain't caught me in 54 years, he needs to step it up. Okay. I think I got through all the Rumble rants. Thanks for the colors in the chat. It is after 1 a.m. We'll be with the final thoughts wrap-ups right now. But go ahead.
I'm mad nobody wanted me to drink tonight, but that's okay. Maybe they must have seen my liver. Oh, you got one out there. Hip hop became so big it crosses over to Russia. Some more white people.
Go ahead, August.
Now I was gonna say I think that I can agree with everything that you guys are saying, but they didn't give the black people the keys. You know what I'm saying? So you can't unring this bell. You can't. I understand how the machine worked to get us where we supposed to be, where we at, where we on a global, standing. But they fuck with us. So I think that once the black community really gets in line and understand that they gotta get in line with what the black man's ideology is, I think that there's an opportunity.
Bro, them people don't even like us. They only fuck with us because we got the white man's money. Have you ever seen niggas from other places? They don't like us. They don't like us. Literally,
but we gotta clean up our reputation. That's what I'm saying. Tell me when the black man get in.
Tell you why they don't like you, because they know you're only. Listen, we get made. But this is from somebody who got a lot of family members and everything from outside the
long term.
We get made fun of because they only look at us as we only got the boost from the white man, and we haven't taken advantage of the boost they gave us. They literally look at it as we waste resources that the white man gives us.
That's right now, Tommy. When the black man get in control, it's not gonna be like that no more. We're gonna understand how to value resources.
How will he get in control how will he get in control if he's always under the white man? And we just had a whole segment and a half talking about how we keep blaming the white man for keeping us down, no matter how great we've gotten at basketball, no matter how great we've gotten at football, no matter how much money we've made in the government, no matter how much, nothing. We still are oppressed by
I'm gonna tell you how.
These groups.
I'm gonna tell you how, because that ideology that these motherfuckers think is doomed to fail. The only thing that's gonna happen is that they're gonna face destruction, and only the
why it's not gonna fail? Because as long as the white man is in control, he needs the underclass, and the black man plays that role perfectly.
Let me tell you how it is gonna fail. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the people that carry this is my last thing. The people that carry that ideology are not competitive. So you got fractions of black men who are in control of their family, who are the conservative, take that conservative ideology, that are going to make competitive children that are going to always produce more, and it's going to be better. You understand what I'm saying?
Because the white man owns television. The white man owns television.
We're not on television no more, dog.
Wait a minute. Why do you think your kids see so much Cardi B? Why do you think your kids see so much Meg Thee Stallion?
Don't see that. My kids don't see that.
I know, but
in general.
But in general.
Because
I'm saying, but who are your kids gonna mate with then? And how are your kids gonna outmate the ones who watch Meg Thee Stallion? How are they gonna outmate them when you're gonna teach your kids to be responsible for their seed? You're gonna teach your girls to be responsible with their legs, and that hood chick who let her kids watch Cardi B is not. Who's gonna outproduce? Who's gonna have more kids?
Yeah, I understand, but it's not gonna be competitive though. They're not gonna be able to just keep
We
out.
get it, but are they fucking to be competitive, or are they fucking because it feel good?
Well, but they can right now. But sooner or later, that government assistance is gonna run out. They're not gonna have nobody to pay for them kids no more. Like that shit.
August, come on, man. Let it get out of August. What you saying makes zero sense, man. Don't nobody give a fuck about the black people in America. They don't care.
What he's saying
Not
is
at
he's
all.
talking about the end of the game when he says by that time.
I'm talking ahead of time, like years.
I'm saying when you say this by that time, you got to say it to a person who likes fucking, and they're not hearing that. The only you remember what I said about Jews? They didn't let everybody in. Exclusivity. Whites don't let everybody in. Whenever you keep saying letting everybody in, you lose. What you need to say is people like you who don't let your kids and they ain't gonna let their kids watch that shit. You need to find a dude that raising his daughter and son the same way.
I agree, but nigga,
that's hard to find.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a small number. That's a small number, though.
But you're not gonna be able to build with them other people, is what you're not hearing me say. You can't build with them other people.
No, never. You keep saying gotta go. Never.
Okay, I'll ask you this last question, August. Your brother need a place to stay. You love him, you're gonna let him stay. Your brother live in a place with a whole you're gonna let him stay because he's your brher. So you let him in. But you also know your brother got a lot of roaches in his house. Will you let him bring his luggage?
I wouldn't let the nigga stay, but you know what I'm saying? No.
Why not? Why won't you let him bring his luggage?
Because he got roaches.
And what's gonna happen if he bring his luggage?
Them roaches is gonna get in my shit.
And then what's gonna happen when they get in your shit?
They gonna multiply.
I gotta fucking get them bitches out somehow.
That's right. So when you go to these other races, after you've gotten together and said, I'm only going to be with a woman who got a man with her who thinks the same way I am, and we're going to have this great little thing, and now we're just going to get together based on color. After we did all that exclusivity, which was not color, it was based upon mentality. Now you're just going to bring motherfuckers in, not on mentality, but color. You just brought roaches in.
That's a fact.
CJ, go ahead with your final thoughts.
I like that. That was good. I got that.
August, I appreciate you, my brother, but you was wrong. Blanche, thank you for cleaning up my argument for me, my brother. I appreciate you.
Right,
and Tommy, thanks for having us. Turn on the AC. My Arnold be cooking most of the time, man. He was a little off today. Feel me? I think maybe
he did all right at the beginning.
Yeah. Arnold be cooking a lot. And thanks for having us again. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all.
Y'all did good. Y'all did good this week. Wilbur.
Oh, thanks for having me up here again, everybody. Blessings and everything. Every day you have the opportunity and the ability to be the better version of yourself. So do so. That's it.
Very well said, Wilbur. Have a good evening. August, final thoughts?
Look, I mean, I appreciate y'all again, man. It was fun time. And, as usual, I guess I'm a down with the ship ass nigga. I believe in my black people. I think that we could do big things as long as the black man is in charge. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, but you calling all these other people black and then said it ain't Pan-Africanism. It is. You starting to have Mexicans and Cubans
That's
and shit.
Not Pan-African. That's over the continent, man. I'm talking about the niggas around here. I want the niggas around here.
Well, then why did you bring up Mexicans and Cubans and shit?
They around here. They on the northern region. They in the North
Hold on,
America.
August.
Come on,
August, you know what's funny? August, you know what's funny about the FBA movement? If you look at all the black folks that black folks look up to, they all quote unquote tethers.
Tethers, yes.
They all tethers. Like it's the craziest. I'm like, are y'all nuts? Listening to Tariq Nasheed.
Yeah. Marcus Garvey, tether.
Malcolm X, tether.
Did you land, August, with your final thoughts?
Yeah, I landed, man. I think
August, you did a great job this week, man. Got to come back next week.
For sure.
Have a good night. And the royal penis is clean, your highness. Shout out to y'all over on Rumble. Y'all definitely lit up the chat with the color. Happy birthday, Blanche, one more time. If you see fit, y'all hit his Cash App, $free Blanche. Make sure y'all hit Tommy's Cash App, of course, always, and to subscribe to OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's right. And go ahead and I'll let you end it, Blanche, but end it with almost elaborate more on what you just said about the FBA movement. Like, I can see some strengths in it, but like you said, I see so many contradictions in it. It's hard for me to take it seriously. And that's the biggest one.
I just think that our grandparents probably were the best examples of what we're trying to strive for, and they never was this collective group of whatever we trying to blackness, and they just used to, you had black neighborhoods back then. They just had they were like-minded in family, like-minded in goals, it was just, there was no stamp to say we are this foundational Black Americans. It was none of that. It was just a bunch of black folks that believed in the same thing, went to the same church, had businesses, you know what's crazy? When I was growing up, there was not a single older black person that owned a home. No, this notion of not owning a home, all the old folks I knew, they owned a home. I grew up with that as a norm. I just think now black folks are fighting to do, and I'm like, our grandparents did it easily. My grandparents didn't march, they didn't protest. They just was working. My grandfather worked for the railroad. My grandmother was a nurse. They had houses. Everybody had boats, houses. They used to do. I never understood none of this stuff until I came to Atlanta, really, and as you got older, and then you had all this propaganda. But I guess my point is with the FBA, I don't necessarily agree with it because it's not going to work. It's not principle based. Because what they're trying to do, what is it really based on? Because we all look alike, because we have the same skin tone. Like what's the unifier? Is it not to have? Are we talking about having families? We're talking about starting businesses. We're talking about having community. Like, what's the purpose of Foundational Black America? All I really see is one girl said her family went back to the 1700s, and they're like, you still a tether. I was like, goodness, like there's no limit to. It's just, I don't know. I don't really agree with it because I feel like the foundation of it is just, it ain't solid. If y'all want to come together and be something, you ain't got to put no label on it. Just do it. We ain't got to put no label on what they call Black excellence. Just be excellent. You ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to have no black business. Just have a business. And that's another thing. Why we got a black business? Just have a business. What y'all doing? Just because you make people think you only want black folks shopping with you. Just have a business. I don't know. I'm rambling, but I'm just.
No, you're right. And I know as a Panamanian, we're not Mexicans. We would be offended if you call one of us Mexican. We're not Costa Rican. We're not we're not Venezuelan. Why would black folks who were raised culturally completely different say we're the same? So I don't get it. Brian?
I think that the ultimate thing that we are wanting to get to, or what we should be striving for, is traditional values without color. When we can get to a point to where we are about how we think, what serves our best interest, and when that's not being driven by color, I think that's when we can truly advance as a people, because it does hurt us every time, and we're the ones doing it. Every time we throw in color, whether it's because of something we are doing or whether because it's something we believe that's being done to us, we are diminishing ourselves. We are diminishing our causes. We are diminishing our missions every time we do that. This world is about the haves and the have-nots. And if you ain't got, then you need to be concerned about getting. And if you have something, you need to be concerned about building on that thing and making it bigger. We have got to stop worrying about what somebody's skin color look like and what country they hail from. When we can get to the point to where it's about us doing whatever it is we need to do so that we can have the things that we want to have, that's when we'll see excellence, like Blanche was saying, without the black.
I like it.
Can I ask Can I ask one question? I was working with FIFA, right? And all of these countries I was dealing with, these teams, everybody asked me, what are you? Everybody was just so like, they were like, what are you? And I was like, I'm American. Why were they so like, they were just like, I don't know, they were like lit up from that. It was like, you American? I was like, yeah, it was like they was impressed with that. To me, they wasn't really conceptualizing, I guess, quote unquote, black person just being American.
Yep.
You know, they were like, you have to be now. Everybody was asking me, what are you? Where are you from? I was like, from California. They was like, it was just like a shock to them. So I was like, kind of made me look at the world a little differently because you know how they see. I guess they're used to seeing Africans maybe in other countries, like more, I guess more or less. But the Black American, if I felt like me being American took over my identity. In other words, like they saw me once I said I was American, I was born here. Then I became like American, if that makes sense.
That's why blacks got it wrong in America, where they were always hating to say they're American. But like
Jesse Jackson
got her ass out of the country, she realized how great it is to say you're American. That racist white country you're from gives you way more privileges when you're a black person and you just say the words, I'm an American. It does. And yet we went out of our way for years to fight just saying the word, I'm American, to the point where they gave you this stupid prefix of African American when you're not from there. And even if you were, Africa ain't a country, it's a fucking continent. So what part of Africa are you from? And they couldn't drop your black ass off anywhere and you would understand them, or they'd understand and welcome you. So you are American. And then let me say this to you, and I know a lot of y'all black folks don't want to hear this. Blacks in America have more in common with a racist white man than you do with anyone in any African nation on that continent. I guarantee you, if y'all play fucking Family Feud, you get more questions right with that white man than you will with that Cameroonian. So how are you African American when the African won't claim you and you won't claim Africa? So that's my two piece. So yes, that's why you got that kind of, because they're a lot of times surprised that a black person would either A, just claim America, or B, like you said, not be from, you're African, right? And you're like, no, I'm just American. So they have to ask that first, because remember, we lead with African American.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Very wonderful night. I would like to say I didn't talk too much tonight, but I definitely learned. It's always nice to usually be the only girl standing during good male conversation. So shout out to y'all.
You did a good job tonight, Melon.
You did.
Even though you didn't talk that much, you did a good job keeping us.
I get to take my hands off the controls now. I'm like, hey, and I get to do more of observing y'all. Y'all were really good tonight, like the pairings. And the fact that y'all kept the arguments going a lot in places where I was like, oh, I never thought about it that way. And if I can have a conversation with anybody and I say, I never thought about it that way, and y'all have done it probably the last couple of weeks. So I just like listening to y'all. And y'all been arguing respectfully. Make me happy.
Yeah, I can always tell when he's enjoying it. He puts his elbows on the table.
They had me. I was like, I don't know which way to go, because they both kind of make sense. I liked it. So I appreciate y'all for coming through every Tuesday night. This is how we roll.
Thanks, brother.
Did you tell them where to find you at, Brian?
Brian's Brain podcast on YouTube.
I bet they could be Brian Brains, boy.
Oh shoot, it's Brian's Brain.
Yeah,
I thought it was Brian. Like, why you keep saying? Why you say it twice? I'm like, yeah, Brian. I'm like,
niggas can't read. No,
it's so nice he had to say it twice.
Yeah, yep. But you can find me there. So y'all check me out. I appreciate you guys.
Blanche.
Oh yeah, every platform he is Blanchard, Instagram, Twitter. YouTube, and then Free Blanche on Rumble.
And then I'm going viral for something. Apparently, I said back in 2019 on Twitter.
You are?
I woke up today and was getting a lot of damn likes and shit. And some white person put up a video. I said way back in 2019, it's going viral today. You never know. That says the internet never forgets, and you never know if something you say that's important. But that day, they may not look at it as important. But down the line, somebody might think back to that and say, because y'all have done it in your life, hadn't you? Y'all done look back and said something your grandma said, your aunt said, somebody said, and you said, you know what? That made a lot of damn sense. So stay in there, y'all. Fight like these brothers did. I think one of the things that impressed people was that y'all was sticking with y'all fucking point a lot of time. Fighting it out. Like niggas wasn't giving an inch. They was like, no, I'm not fading off this one.
All right.
Because you never know. One day after we get through talking, somebody might sit down and say, he had a point. And they may never credit you with it. They may never come over and tell you. You know, there's a lot of motherfuckers done died and had no idea. They shirt design, they song, they movie. Everybody love it now.
Yeah.
Never know. Stick with your convictions. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you. Later.
Bye.
Do 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 do.